Good evening, everybody. This is Shinjiro from Trouble Stream Fight Club, and I will be running solo today because Callie is out doing Halloweeny things today. So I hope he has fun with that. Actually, I think he's at Halloween Horror Nights at Knott's Berry Farm. For those of you in Southern California, you know exactly what that is. And for those of you who are not in sunny Southern California, I you should go check it out. To be honest, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a couple times in the past. Um, been a long time though since I last stepped into that. So, that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward to an interesting game six here. We do have some lineup changes for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts has been moved back down to the fourth spot in the lineup, and Miguel Rojas is in at second base, and Dave Roberts has opted to move Tommy Edman back to center field. Now that's an interesting choice with Edman and his ankle, but I guess they feel like his ankle's good enough that he can hold it down in center field tonight. So we'll see if that happens. And of course, if you've been following along, or if you've, you know, not been sleeping under a rock somewhere, this is Game Six. The Dodgers are down 3-2 in the series, and so they are staring at down the barrel of elimination. Will they fight on and force a Game Seven, or will this be another season? Who knows? Either way, we'll be along for the ride, and we're hoping for at least a better offensive outcome than we've seen the last two games of the Dodgers. It's been a little. I mean, I think the combination of Blue Jays having good pitching and the Dodgers just, kind of treading water on offense just kind of came to a head. And the last two games, they only scored one run each. So they kind of, what they did to the Milwaukee Brewers is done to them for 2 games straight. So let's see if the offense can turn around. Maybe shaking the lineup helps a little bit. We have Yamamoto pitching today for the Dodgers, and he's coming off two. Was it one run each game? So two one-run complete games, or maybe 2 runs one of the games. Um, Will we see him throw another complete game? I kind of doubt it. Honestly, his two CGs were above and beyond and pretty outstanding. I would love to see him go a third CG in line for the win, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. All we can do is hope for the best and wait for the game to happen because that's just how baseball goes. Maybe he has an off night. Maybe he goes out and just murders him again. Who knows? We're going to remain cautiously optimistic, and if things get bad for the Dodgers, I will going to do my best to try to stay optimistic too, and not be too down on them. It's been an amazing season so far, despite all the injuries and craziness and just randomness of the season. We'll see what happens. Also, I saw an interesting tidbit today, but I didn't even think about this. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but this will be the first time, regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, either it ends today or tomorrow, that a baseball season has started and ended in another country, as the Dodgers and Cubs famously started the season this year with the Tokyo Series in Japan for 2 games, and now we're going to end the season in Toronto, Canada. So yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize that it's never happened before, but I guess it would only have to it could only happen in recent memory because they've only been starting these sort of international first 2 games of the season for the last, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years. That last time, the first time they did one. And of course, it would have to end with Toronto in the World Series in a game 6 or 7. Or potentially back in the olden days, it would have been the Expos. And yes, we do wish the Expos come back one day. I don't think the Rogers, the company that owns the telecommunications giant in Canada that owns the Blue Jays, wants that because they would lose their absolute lock on the country. But still, I would love to see the Expos come back. Um, Maybe potentially as a part of expansion in the league in a couple years that they keep proposing. It'll be interesting to see. I hope in one hand the league does expand, but at the same time it does make me worry about proposals that I've seen floating around of kind of realigning the league. Um, Not that there's anything wrong with that. We've gone through that multiple times in our life. For those of us who remember, the Reds and the Braves were in the NL West, as were the Astros for a time before they got moved to the AL. League alignments happen. I just hope that we don't see the dissolution of the actual leagues, which is the AL and the NL. I get that with the DH becoming universal, that the kind of separation between the leagues does kind of, get murky a little bit. But, there are some things in baseball that I am a stickler for tradition in, And the American League and National League being two separate leagues is one of the things I kind of love. Um, Especially if you understand the history of baseball. There's a reason why the National League is called the senior circuit. Versus these young upstart American leaguers. But it'll be, I don't know, it'll be interesting. I just don't want to lose a lot of these interdivision rivalries that we've built up over the years. They bring a lot of eyeballs to baseball. They bring a lot of fun and intensity to the games. Could you possibly imagine, if they split it up somehow, like let's if after 100 years we lose the Dodgers and Giants as an interdivisional rivalry, or we lose the Yankees and Red Sox. Now that's probably not going to happen because of their proximity to each other. But just thinking about that not being a thing just kind of makes me sad a little bit. And if we get rid of the actual leagues themselves too, being in like some super division with the Angels and the Athletics and everyone else, just I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It would make for some interesting baseball though if we had, for example, combine the AL and NL West into one super division. That would make for some wacky baseball. Throw the Rangers in there, throw the Astros in there, throw the Mariners, throw in the A's, throw in the Angels, on top of the Padres, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Giants. That would be for some interesting baseball in a division. No, another reason I don't know that that's necessarily necessary is because we are in the current schedule for the last couple of years now, where we have a balanced schedule where every team plays every other team, which has honestly been a lot of fun. It does make the divisions a little more interesting because you're not playing each other, was it 13 or 18 times a year anymore, your interdivision opponents. Um, but it's cool to see all these teams that we would like hardly ever see play each other, especially before interdivision games. I mean, we'd never see these teams play each other until the World Series. So we'll see how things end up. I hope it doesn't end up, like a Atlantic Pacific thing or East West thing, and we just have these two giant divisions and leagues, because I kind of like the divisional rivalry and some of the cross state rivalries too. I don't think it'll come to that, but you never know with Manfred, to be honest. Now I will say the Manfred runner, Ghost Runner overtime, I'm still 50-50 on that. It does speed up the game. I can see its advantages, and I can see why some people don't like it. I'm kind of on the fence with that one. The pitch clock, I have come around to. It does speed up the game. I think the pace is great. I don't know that they had to shorten it again like they did this year. Or was it last season? I thought it was fine the way it was when they first instituted it. And there is some bigger discussion. Alex Wood famously brought it up that, you know, the pitch clock is not necessarily the primary factor behind increased injuries in pitchers, but it could be a contributing factor. And as someone who pitched, I understand what his reasoning was. And the bigger story that he was telling was, well, look, in the old days, after the season was over as a pitcher, you pretty much shut down. You would just sit and relax, spend time with your family, and kind of heal and rest up. And then spring training was really your time to get back in shape. Nowadays, pitchers are not really doing that. They're after the season is over, they might take some time off, couple of days, couple of weeks, what have you, but they go right back to these training camps, training centers, their pitch coaches and stuff like that, and they're pretty much practicing all off season so that they come into spring training ready to go. And by doing that, you're really not giving your arm that 2 to 3 months of time off to kind of rest, recuperate. Um, on top of that, kind of the addition to that would be the pitch clock variable, right? Now, normally pitchers on the mound in the old days before the pitch clock, you would throw your pitch, and if it's a hot day, if you're sweaty, whatever, you could take your time around the mound. Now, some pitchers just took a really long ass time to get back to the next pitch, but it did give you some leeway to catch your breath, to kind of, contemplate life or what have you on the mound. But perhaps having that extra minute or two to rest between pitches or between batters probably helped, and having to kind of get right back to it right away, kind of a pitching more in a sprint than a marathon, I'm sure does have some wear and tear factor onto arms. Additionally, the style of pitching has changed dramatically. Now, people talk about like, well, velo's up, velo's up. There's a couple of factors of that. Pitchers are bigger and stronger and better trained than ever before. Um, and from what I remember reading, I don't remember if it was on the Athletic or somewhere else. Also, the way the radar guns work now is a little different. So they are kind of taking a different point. So before it was as the ball crossed the plate more. Now it's kind of as it's leaving the arm. And so you're going to see that uptick in velo because you're probably losing 2 to 3 miles an hour sometimes coming down the hill. So, yes, there's an uptick in velo overall. There's an uptick in hard fastballs overall. But the speed may not be that much different compared to what some of the old fireballs were throwing. And another interesting observation that someone had made, I forget where I read this. It was an analysis of Nolan Ryan, and they were saying, does Nolan Ryan really pitch 100 miles an hour? Because back then, they didn't really have radar guns that were that effective, so we can never really know for sure. But people have analyzed the video, count frames, see how far the ball moves, stuff like that, from release to catcher. Now there's some variables because of mound height differences, release points, what have you. But you can get a pretty accurate measurement of how fast he was throwing. Consensus is yes, he did touch triple digits more than a few times. But interestingly enough, as people were watching and analyzing these videos of his starts, is that while you're counting frames and trying to, do the math to figure out the velo, they were also noticing that his velo actually ticked up as the game went on. He didn't start off throwing max 100%, 100 miles an hour from the first pitch. He was probably closer down to like the low 90s, maybe mid 90s. And then as the game progressed, he needed his out pitch. He would reach into the tank and come in at 100 miles an hour. And keep in mind, Nolan Ryan wasn't just a fastball pitcher. He's most famous as being a fastball pitcher, but he had a lot of other pitches too. Okay, but that is something to be said too about perhaps the current string of pitcher injuries. Is that as the sort of methodology now is for pitchers to only go 5, 6, 7 innings if you're lucky, and give it up to the bullpen. Pitchers are not pacing themselves anymore. They don't have to go the full game. They would like to, um, but in order to maximize sort of your efficiency per pitch, to get your outs, to get the most swings and misses and what have you, you're going max effort from pitch one. And so that fatigue does become a factor. The wear and tear does become a factor. So I think it's a pretty complex reasoning we're seeing more pitching injuries. I think the Alex Wood sort of explanation is pretty on point for me personally. That's what I believe. Now, there's no definitive answer to it, but I do think that has a lot to do with it. Maybe our pitch mix is part of the problem. It could be is just the reliance on fastballs part of the problem. It could be. It could also be an arm angle thing. It could be the standard method of pitching. Maybe people are torquing their arms more because everything's about spin rate now. And so we are seeing a lot more stress on the body parts of pitchers as the years progress here. And we are back to the game, and here comes Fox. They just love these drone shots. But again, reminder for those who are watching along, you may be ahead of me or behind me, depending where you're at. But I am watching along with the national broadcast on just standard, or here in LA, standard channel 11 broadcast. That's probably where most people are watching. I know people who are on streams tend to be a little behind where I'm at, and people who are watching via radio are ahead of me. And if you're watching from Japan, you're way ahead of me, as we learned from our game one stream. So I hope people follow along. We have a good time tonight. Obviously hoping for Dodgers win, but whatever happens, happens. That's the game of baseball. Anything can happen. And for people who at the beginning before the series started were kind of writing off the Blue Jays, I was telling everybody you got to be careful with that kind of talk because the Dodgers themselves know what that's like. In 1988, the Dodgers were the heavy underdogs to in the playoffs, let alone the World Series, and to win it against the greatest team on paper or in the season really in the Athletics, and before them the Mets who had won like 104 games or something was nothing short of a miracle with this kind of hodgepodge of players and role players. Like Mickey Hatcher at the back end of his career. Valenzuela was not available, or Hershiser was a hero. You had Kirk Gibson who played hurt. A lot of different things. So, anything can happen to any series, as many people have always said, and I'll repeat it. It's not always the best team that wins, it's the hottest team. Or the luckiest team sometimes. And here we go, they're showing our in game graphics that Fox loves so much, like this is a football game of Mr. Yamamoto. Again, I don't know, people trying to say, oh, he's going to go CG again, and blah, blah, blah. And, he's as prone to bad starts as any other pitcher. We'll see. I hope he does. I really do. But I'm not going to sit here and call my shot. I never do with baseball specifically. Like, you never call your shot. I never call my shot in sports, let alone baseball. I do make predictions as far as what I would like to see happen. Like, before the World Series, I said Dodgers in five, not because I thought it would happen, but more because I just wanted to see them win at home. Now, if they were the home team, if they had the home field advantage, I would have said Dodgers in six just because I want to see them win at home. You know, so that's all that prediction really amounts to. And here we see some of the lineup guys getting ready for the Dodgers. They're going to be first at bat here. I really would like to see Mookie turn it around. I'm not saying he has to go 5 for 5 or 4 for 4 or what have you. Just get a couple hits, get some effective at bats. Would love to see. I would love to see them get deeper into at bats than they did last couple games. They were swinging freely, and some of it's bad luck. I mean, they did a lot of pop outs, fly outs straight at people. Even some of their line drives seem to be going straight to defenders. But it is what it is. Um, I honestly expect Blue Jays pitching to kind of capitalize that and continue to pitch them in the zone the first two pitches to try to induce those early swings. And if see if you can get them to pop out, ground out, or just create an easy out and keep your pitch count down. Yamamoto, it's going to be kind of the same case. We'll probably need to see him establish the strike zone or establish the pitch count early, maybe with the four seamer, maybe with that splitter he likes, if he can keep that in the zone, and then try to induce some chase, some afterwards, just some movement, some breaking pitches. Seemed to work really well from last time. Did not work 100% for Blake Snell, who was a very strange start. I mean, he started with three straight four seam fastballs, two were taken for home runs, and then it was like seven changeups in a row after that. I don't know if he was scared of the fastball or he just didn't like his positioning, but his fastball was landing the exact same spot every time. So he wasn't really dotting that well. I thought his pitch mix towards the end of the game was getting better, but the fatigue kind of wore in. I think Dave left him in a little too long. Um, but again, Dave is kind of in a bad spot where you don't want to leave him in for that long, but you know what's coming in after him, which is bullpen, which is still probably pretty tired from that 18 inning fiasco that happened in Game Three. So it is what it is. That's the game of baseball. It's not like the Blue Jays are not in the same circumstances. They also participated in the 18. They also went through almost the entirety of their pitching staff. So that's not excuses. We're not here to make excuses. We're just here to watch baseball and to cheer for our Dodgers. Or if you're a Blue Jays fan, cheer for your Blue Jays. And as always, like to tell people, look, I don't care who your team is, right? I don't care if you're an Angels fan, White Sox fan, Dodger fan, whatever it is. The only thing I really like people to do is focus on cheering for your team to win, not for the other team to lose. Because I just don't feel like that negative energy does you any good. Because then it just adds to the disappointment, right? Whether you're watching your own home team play or you're watching someone else play against a team you don't like, that's just my mentality. I try to keep positive. I don't like to get stressed out. I'm not going to be like the famous videos of the Cowboys fans smashing TVs and breaking stuff because they lost. Losses happen. It's sports. It's completely out of control. Not that I don't have superstitions too, like wearing a certain hat sometimes during the playoffs or eating a certain meal. I still have those things. That's kind of more for fun than anything else. All right, looks like we are in our final commercial break before the game gets started. Am I a little nervous? Yeah, of course. I mean, you're in an elimination game. I mean, it's if you're ever gonna be nervous, that is the time. All we can do, like I said, is wait for the game to happen, leave it up to the boys, see what they do. let's get our little. Let's get this started with our guy Ice Cube. Yeah, no concert after that Jonas Brothers thing. No musical performance since then. I was kind of disappointed the Dodgers didn't have a pregame musical performance. But it is. Oh, you know what I didn't check today too? I mean, I didn't see who do they have throwing out the first pitch for the Blue Jays. They haven't been showing that on game coverage, which I'm kind of disappointed about. Like I love seeing, especially in the playoffs, that first pitch. To see who the teams are bringing out, to kind of honor the past or or what have you. Let's see if I can just do a quick Google search. I mean, I could probably ask Gemini, but you never know. It might give me the first pitch from like 1997 or something. Who was the first pitch today? Google, tell me what's up. And Devin White. Oh, very cool. Looks like another packed house at the Rogers Center. I would expect nothing less for World Series game. Granted, it's at a better time for them than it was in LA. It's like 8 o'clock at night over there. 5 o'clock start in LA on a weekday with traffic was just. I get they have to do it to make sure the start times are equivalent so everyone can watch East and West Coast. But man, for the people in LA, I do have some friends who went to one of the World Series games. Yeah, they left at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or whatever, to make it there in time. Sorry about that. Bump my headset a little bit. And yes, for those wondering, I am still in recovery mode from my dislocating my shoulder. So I am still on the headset rather than my usual mic setup. So I may not sound as clear, or there may be some outside noise, what have you. But we're making it happen. We're going through it. And the Blue Jays are once again sending Kevin Gausman to the hill. He pitched a great game last time. The only reason it's overlooked is because Yamamoto pitched a greater game. But much was said about Yamamoto retiring 26 batters, but Gausman itself also retired, I believe, it was 17 consecutive batters. So he was no slouch either. All right, here we go. Looks like we're finally ready to get this game started. They keep they keep stalling Otani for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. But he's in the box now. Gosman's getting ready. And let's see if Fox keeps up their weird string of like cutting to commercial break really late and cutting off first pitch and cutting off pitches and stuff. We'll see. Hopefully they show more action this time and less cutaways. And Otani takes a strike, low and in. I'm thinking it's probably because the scouting report was like, yeah, they're going to try to throw you strikes to start off and then make you chase after because the Dodgers have been swinging freely in the first couple pitches, assuming those strikes are coming. So maybe they change their mix a little bit, trying to go out of the zone, do some chase. Another good pitch by Gosman, kind of a splitter off the plate there to make Otani chase again. And there goes Otani doing his usual two strike. Oh, give me a sec to contemplate my life, readjust my armor, that big elbow thing he wears, and just kind of think about it and reset, which I understand the mentality, but I always wonder if one day some umpires will be like, you know what? No, get back in the box. You know, stop screwing around. Let's play some ball. So I took a ball there, so we're 1-3. I will to say the first three in the lineup really needs to turn their S around here and be productive. But Mookie Betts moved to 4, so let's say the first 4 need to get their S together and start being productive with these at bats. Okay, Otani's going to work the 2-2. And he fouls one off, so stays 2-2. And again, as I've mentioned before in our previous watch-alongs, I do like to see the Dodgers work an opposing pitcher at 15 more pitches per inning, and I see the Dodgers pitchers kind of stay below 15 pitches per inning, because that usually means, oh, when he strikes out swinging on a splitter, kind of middle low, because that equates to a short outing for the opposing pitcher and a long outing for your own pitcher. So while not a hit or on base or run producing at bat for Otani, uh, it was productive as far as pitch count, and allows you to kind of collect more data, see what's going on here. We already got Gausman at 6 pitches before he faces Will Smith, who's now batting second, and Will chops one promptly foul. Kind of surprised Clement didn't charge that one to throw him out. Will is fast break catcher, but he isn't exactly Lightning McQueen out there. But probably the better part to just let it roll foul. If he saw the side spin on it, maybe why risk it? But Will Smith, so far in the post has been swinging aggressively the first 2 pitches. It's worked out for him more often than not. So if it's working, why change it? But it also does mean that he tends to have fairly short at bats, whether productive or not. Right, he's back in the box. Way outside. Well, that got away from him for sure. So it's just to me that too that Will Smith, of all the people whose his whole career has been getting beat up by backswings, foul balls, you name it, in the box he's in there, and he's only got the elbow pad on. I mean, he's got his batting gloves, but just the elbow pad. He doesn't wear like the big ankle guard, the big elbow guard or the long elbow guards or anything else. It's pretty minimal for a modern baseball player. That was a great low inside. Was a slider or was a splitter from Gossman because that was a strike out of hand and dove inside. Great movement on that pitch. And that one's a little outside again. And there goes Kirk again. Like luckily no one on base, but it's not Kirk's fault. I mean that's just the way catchers are now. Tend to catch off one knee. Tend to do kind of the reach across the body backhand a lot and try to frame stuff to bring the hand back in. But they do allow balls to get away like that. They kind of bounce out of the glove. And that one goes foul. Got a good hack at that one, but he was a little early on it. If nothing else, the Dodgers seem to be seeing the ball better. And I wonder again, going back to the last 2 game streams, I wonder if this has something to do with the batter's eye that they kind of and he strikes out swinging, just as I said, at Dodger Stadium. Normally the outfield seats are blocked off with black tarp to improve the batter's eye situation, and the whole center field sort of camera well area is just this big black kind of blank area, as you see in most baseball stadiums. But for the World Series, they opted to take the tarp down. People were sitting in those seats, and then also the black area was where the Fox people were set up. So there was like a little stage back there. So again, not an excuse because it affects both teams equally. Oh, that's way inside the Freddy. But it was interesting that they decided to do that because if it was me, I would not change a thing from the regular season, right? Like I would not go too far manipulating the batter's eye or anything in the batter's eye for the World Series. Why fix is not broken. Freddie takes a big hack at that. 14 pitches for Gosman, so we're right at that. He'll get the 15. So, this is no one on base, but I am liking the length of the at bats so far. Will went down in a pitcher's count early, and they worked it back. Freddie's 1-1. Now he's 1-2, so it's back to a pitcher's count. Let's see what Gossman throws here. Oh, Freddie goes down the string. Got with a splitter. That one had some nice tailing action on it. So you got Freddie chasing. Mr. Frederick's not been having the greatest World Series or postseason either, by his standards, anyways. I mean, they had the amazing walk off in 18, game two or three. Um, but this whole season has not been up to what we consider Freddie's standards. Now, is it due to age? Maybe. He's no spring chicken anymore. But I don't know. He just feels to me like the kind of player where even if he's aging, I don't see him as the kind of guy who's going to have like a huge drop off, right? Like he may drop off a little bit. We will see the numbers come down. Um, but the way he played through injury last season and last World Series, last postseason, and all the crap he went through and everything else, I just feel like he's just the type of guy where, with his hitting style too, he's not really a power guy. That he'll still be able to put up numbers. Maybe not going to have the speed, maybe not going to have the reflexes he once had, but I feel like the amount of work he puts in, the style that he plays in, the style of his swing, that he can probably be one of those guys that could play pretty well. I won't say into his, well into his 40s or anything, but I think he could do it. And that leads up to an interesting question for Dodgers, the Dodgers themselves and Dodger fans. I think we have 2 more years of Freddie Freeman on contract with the Dodgers. Is it three? No, I think it's two. And you come to the end of his contract, I think he's going to be 38 or 39, something like that. I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. Send to me in chat. Um, if he's still good, do you want to sign him to another 1 year extension to kind of see how long you can ride him out, or do you let him walk and try to bring in the next generation of first baseman for the Dodgers? And that could be. It's been proposed to be a couple different people. I mean, it could be Will Smith. You could move him from catcher to first base. It could be Dalton Rushing, who's also the presumed number two catcher of the future. Um, he's done some first base in the minor leagues with the OKC Comets, and I believe he's also played some right field or left field. I'm trying to remember where they put him as an attempt to kind of get him out of that catcher logjam the Dodgers have or had at the time. That changed with them releasing Austin Barnes, and there's some talent in the minor leagues too for first baseman that they could bring in. There's also um, potentially some first basemen who will be available around the time that Freddie's contract is up. Interesting enough, not Olson will not be one of them. His contract will still be ongoing with the Braves, which brings into question what we all assumed would happen, which was okay. They probably bring Freddie back for on a 1 year contract, a DH or something, just so he can retire a Brave. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually do that. Should the Dodgers not resign him after the end of his contract? Here comes Yamamoto's first pitch, and that's a strike. That was a nicely painted splitter. So he's coming up early with breaking stuff. Now he had a crazy mix his last start. I mean, he was relying, like, you can almost put it in thirds. Like first 3 innings, he was hitting fastball curveball. The next 3 innings he was hitting the splitter more, and then the last 3 innings he went back to like curveball and splitter. So he was really mixing it up. He had all of his pitches kind of landing. Um, he was throwing the slider, he was throwing the cutter once in a while. His fastball was landing. So we'll see if he continues to mix it up. And here he goes. He's 1-2 to Springer with that ball up high. Ooh, Stringer took a bad swing at that. I hope he's okay. He's recovering from that. I think it was an oblique. I forget what they said. But yeah, he swung hard at that one and fell out of the box. Doesn't look like he's grabbing for anything. Ooh, maybe in slow mo he did. He did kind of hunch over a little bit. Let's hope he didn't re-injure himself. I know people who are Dodger fans are like, oh, who cares if he's injured? I don't want to see. I know the beef. Oh, is that a strike? Nope, no swing. But it looks like, yeah, he might have. He's got a little hitch going on there or something. But I don't want to see guys get hurt, regardless of what they may or may not have done to the game of baseball. Okay, so it's 2-2. Yamamoto's already at 5 pitches, so Springer worked this into a much. He fouls another one off there, so they're getting Yamamoto into a deep count. But that's not unusual for Yamamoto first inning. First inning he tends to get the pitch got up as he's kind of developing his feel for what he's gonna be able to throw today. I wish I had the live thing up so I could see the pitch mix. And there's a dribbler to Mookie Betts who throws him out at first. So there you go. First out. 7 pitches though. Not ideal. Um, that was a pretty gutsy at bat by Springer. It looks like he may be still feeling the effects of that back or oblique strain from game 2. I think I want to say it was. All right, here comes Nathan Lukes up for the Blue Jays. Let's see what Yamamoto comes at him first for the first pitch. He's gonna go for that splitter again, or this time he comes out with a high four seamer. First strike, sorry. Let's bring that up. I wonder if we're going to see him drop that curveball in there because that thing's got some ridiculous movement when it's landing. Here comes the splitter outside. Oh, and it is missed by Max Muncy. That could have been a nice quick out there, right under the glove. You can't be making those mistakes because that's how you get pitch counts out in a game where you're going to need. You're almost relying on Yamamoto to go deep. Now, Roberts is going to empty the pen today if he has to, but you gotta get those Max. Yeah, I don't know if you can say he misjudged it or because of the way the ball bounces on turf. Who knows? But I'll be surprised if that's not ruled an error. We'll have to see the game score update to see how they rule that one. And here he comes, Vlad Jr., who's just been a terror this whole postseason, including the World Series. And they scored that a hit for the Blue Jays. Oh, my bad. I just realized my tracker is backwards. Let me fix that real quick here. Oops. I still have it set for Dodgers home game. There you go. The man to the second to first. A nice double play. Pitcher's best friend. Keep Yamamoto at 12 pitches to end the inning. And let me just flip these around here. There we go. And the donut gets put up. Pretty solid start for Yamamoto. He gave up a hit. Shouldn't have been a hit, but at least he managed to wiggle out of it with a double play. So we will take that. Now we just need the offense to do something. Mercifully, please, please, please. I'm not saying we got to go out there and hit nonstop long balls, but I would love to see some on base, get some guys on base, maybe draw some walks. We know the Blue Jays bullpen is hittable, but the Dodgers haven't been able to capitalize. I mean, all the games so far, the last 2 games they scored only one run, including the long extra inning game. They were getting guys on base, but they weren't getting the timely hits. And credit to the Blue Jays pitching staff as well. But with the Dodgers lineup being what it is, you expect much more production than that. So we will patiently wait for the commercial break to end, and it's our first shot to see if Fox is gonna come back mid pitch again, or if they actually come back a few seconds before, like is normal. I don't know. But if that's Yamamoto's first inning, I can feel pretty good about him going there. I kind of wish I had like a broadcast from other parts of the country to watch at the same time. I'd be curious to see what the commercial differences are if we're all getting the same commercials. Because there's a national commercials like this Indeed commercial that's on right now, but there's also some random regional commercials mixed in. Hey, look at that! They made it back before he threw the pitch. They have learned. Mookie takes a nice hack at that one, but it goes foul. Mookie is struggling. 130 in the World Series so far. Hmm. First time batting cleanup since the 2017 ALDS Game 4, where famously he was a Red Sox back then, not a Dodger. Oh, he takes a big cut on that one and does nothing with it, so he's down 0-2 in a hurry. Come on, Mookie, we need you to have some good productive at bats here. Let's takes another hack at it, so fouled that one off too. Even just his body language, he just seems so anxious because I'm sure no one will ever beat Mookie Betts up as much as he beats up himself because he's Mookie freaking Betts. He knows what's expected of him. He knows what people assume he's going to be able to do. Takes that one high for a ball. That was a four seamer. 96, not bad from Gossman. Um, yeah, I mean, I just wonder what mentally that's like for him. You know, keep in mind it's been fells that one off too. He's working a nice at bat here. He's been struggling all season after that weird whatever disease it was. Maybe it was norovirus. They never really said. But before the trip to Japan in spring training, he caught the stomach bug, and so he missed the trip to Japan. And I think he lost like 20 pounds. He said. Oh, he jumps. Oh, drives on the third, little dribbler, and he's out. But hey, he worked an okay at bat there. Fouled off a bunch of balls. He looks like he's at least seeing the ball better and not going down on two or three pitches. So something positive. Again, no one's getting on base still. That's what they need is guys on base, ducks in the pond, as they say. But anyways, back to his weird illness. Yeah, he dropped like 20 or 25 pounds depending on the reports that I saw. And for someone of Mookie Betts' frame, I mean, he's got like 0% body fat, or whatever the heck it is. I mean, that's a lot of weight to lose. And he's not the hugest dude either. He's not Aaron Judge. He's by no means a tiny guy, but he is not that big. And he actually, once he got back from the illness, he started off kind of okay. But I remember seeing an interview with Van Scoyoc, and he said that yeah, that weight loss really messed with his swing, and he's pretty much spent the entire season trying to recover as the weight came back on, as the muscle mass came back. And for a while, it seemed like he was finding it. The back end of the season, the last month or so, he was hitting like Mookie Betts again, and it's kind of been trailing off again in the playoffs. Like the whole team's kind of been trailing off a little bit. So we'll see. We have Teoscar up here now. He's 0-2 already on two pitches here, and he strikes out on three. So not good, not good. That's the kind of stuff we've been seeing the last two games. That is not great. I mean, Mookie was a little better. Uh, I don't know what's up with Teoscar this whole postseason. We've seen some lazy play from him. We've seen some really ineffective at bats, an occasional pop, but just hasn't been. Here goes Max Muncy, who's typically the guy who works long at bats, and he also hasn't been quite himself, if we're gonna say it. So he takes a strike inside. He looked too happy about that one. It looked like it hit the corner, so can't be too upset about that. That one's low for a ball. Gosman's sitting at 27 pitches, so if he works three more pitches, we'll still be at that 30. Never like to get it higher. Once he can draw a walk, get on base, it'd be all the better. We need to get some pressure on. Ooh, takes a big hack, gets nothing for it. That was a splitter kind of trailing outside the zone there. He probably was chasing fastball there. So it's quickly at 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Tried to bounce one off the plate there to get him the chase, and it's just he wasn't chasing that one wisely. So now we're at 2-2. Here comes the 30th pitch for Gosman. Ooh, fell that one off. That was a little high, but inside a little bit, but he took a big swing of that one too. Still 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Let's see what Cosman attacks him with this time. He's still got a ball to give up. Let's see if he tries to throw out the zone again. There he is, inside low. Yep, trying to get him to chase a splitter out inside. Max Muncy was not biting. So now we're at 3-2. As I say, here's the payoff pitch. I don't really like calling it that. It is what it is, 3-2. Is he going to try to attack the zone, or is he going to try to get him to chase? Oh, came in the zone once he got just swing down to his knees there. Got him with a nasty splitter that dove. In the zone, so he would have been out either way. But once again, Dodgers put up another 0. Go down in order. The pitch count. They're doing okay pitch count wise. They're just not being productive. So now, again, like we talked about, the pressure is on the Dodgers pitching to kind of keep putting up zeros, which, especially in a playoff scenario. Now, Yamamoto probably doesn't feel that pressure as bad as other pitchers would because you got to imagine, like, this guy has already been through World Series last year. He's pitched in the playoffs multiple times now. But keep in mind, he's also, a Japan Series champion, Olympic World Series, Olympics gold medal champion winner, WBC champion, three-time Sawamura Award winner in Japan. So he's pitched in pressure situations a lot. So he should be used to it. But again, the pressure's on him. He's got to throw up zeros and not let guys on base and keep that pitch down because the back of his head, he's like, I can't. I gotta go deep, right? I gotta be efficient. And one of the ways to be efficient in pitching is to induce contact. But with Muncy having what should have been an error already, it doesn't really give you the comfort that your defense is going to back you up. Like you induce ground balls, are they going to get that out? You know, granted, they did turn a good double play after that, but those sort of little nagging back your head thoughts, just don't go away. And people say they can turn it off, but it's really hard. I think a lot of players just can't turn those little nagging feelings off or the pressure of being behind. Now, if the Dodgers could actually score some runs, get ahead at some point, uh, to give him some cushion, he can start pitching more aggressively without having to worry about being perfect all the time. Which is where I believe the last 2 games you're seeing the pitching get in trouble because, oh crap, we're behind. Offense is doing anything. Defense is making mistakes. I have to pitch perfect. And again, those little voices in the back of your head, those little nagging thoughts just kind of sink in. And as the game goes on, you start to get tired. Your mind is racing. The stress levels build up. Especially if guys get on base, it just has a negative effect. It's just a kind of a slow moving avalanche, if you want to call it that, or like a mudslide. It's just kind of slowly rolling along, just taking stuff out in its way. And a lot of that gets relieved if you score first and you put up a cushion. I'm not saying they have to score 5 runs, 6 runs, whatever. Even 2 runs would be huge. Hell, even a 1-run game still has pressure, but it's a lot less than being 0-0 or down one. So Rico Yamamoto's back up. And again, they actually cut back before he was in his motion. Good job. That was a nice four seamer, 95. So that's about normal for him. 5, 6, 7, 95, 96, 97. That's kind of his area. Um, Actually, I like to see 95 because it means he's not overthrowing. That was 97 though. That was as soon as I say it. There you go, 1 and 2 to Bichette. Now Bichette also, I believe he's playing second base tonight. Another interesting move. He's recovering from that knee injury. But I think wanting to put Springer in for the additional offense, and with Springer's kind of chasing that oblique problem, he has to DH. There goes down. Bichette just goes down on strikes there. Swung out of his shoes. So that necessitates Bo playing at second base. Now, will he stay at second base the whole night, or will they pull him at some point? We'll see. I just hope. I know they want him in there. He's their best hitter this season. But in a game that you honestly can give up if you have to, I don't know. It's risky. I mean, I don't know what his state is, but the fact that they've kind of had him in on the line the whole time with injury, I don't want to see him tweak anything this game, or be unavailable tomorrow if there's a game 7, right? Again, I don't know the actual injury report. I don't know how he's actually feeling. I'm not in that clubhouse, but it's an interesting thought. And Yamamoto's 1-1 right now to Dalton Varsho. Another low, was it a splitter? Yeah, another low splitter. Wasn't chasing that one, so he's 2-1. Yamamoto looks to be calling his own pitches this time, same as last time. He's got the little pitch calm, almost like a game controller on his belt there. Dalton Varsho kind of pops one foul there. 97 fastball again. That one had some tailing action on it. That's just kind of normal for him. Like sometimes it gets called a cutter, but his fastball tends to kind of have some of that movement on it naturally. Here he comes again. He's delivering quick today. And Varsho pops up to Mookie Betts, and that's 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Next up, Blue Jays' favorite big boy, Alejandro Kirk. I saw today that I don't know where. I think it was in Tijuana because that's where he's. I think that's where he's from. Someone painted a big mural of him, and even as an opposing fan, it was pretty sick. It's like to see players get love. I'm with a quick strike, and let's see who comes up for second pitch. He tries to chase inside on a splitter. Did not work this time. Yamamoto's third pitch. Yep, that was a strike on the outside there. Just cut the zone. Oh, no, it was a ball. I thought that would be a little strike. This umpire, again, also does not make very demonstrative calls. So Yamamoto's behind, 2-1. Batters count. And he throws outside again with a cutter this time. Interesting, he's trying to throw the cutter in there. I don't think that's the first one I've seen him throw so far tonight. Let's see if he just tries to walk him or if he's just going to try to battle back. Comes with a sinker inside, so I think it's also the first sinker we've seen. That was in for a strike, so he's full count now. Barger's on deck. 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Still 0-0. Let's see what Yamamoto throws here. I'm sure he'd like to get him out here and keep that pitch count down and stay efficient. Gets him to pop out on a cutter. And caught by Tommy Edman center field, and that's the inning. So we are moving along quickly in this one. So Yamamoto takes him down in order. We are still tied at nothing. Only one hit for the Blue Jays so far. No hits for the Dodgers. I feel like the floodgate's going to open for someone eventually. Let's hope it's the Dodgers. I don't know though. I mean, the Gosman's got them not making any good contact. They're fouling off some balls off him though, which I could say was more than they did last time. But last time I think they also had his pitch count going pretty good in the beginning and just kind of trailed off. this is going to be a crucial game, not only because it's an elimination game, but if the Dodgers offense can get going, that puts them in a good spot going to Game 7. But even if the Dodgers win this game, but their offense continues to sputter, let's say they win like a 2-1 or a 1-0 game, the Blue Jays are going to have to feel really good going into Game 7 because the Dodger offense would still not be doing much. However, the Dodgers going to Game 7 scoring 5 or more runs, um, maybe not even just all at once, especially if it's spread out, 1 run here, 2 runs there, what have you, getting guys on base, getting more action going, that means that they're starting to see the ball better, starting to get more action going. But right now, so far, that hasn't been the case. I think they've gone down completely in order. We have 7, 8, 9 coming up now. We shall see. I mean, the Blue Jays, people are going to, well, should the Blue Jays feel worried right now? Maybe not. I think Yamamoto is just pitching another awesome game, to be honest. Like, I don't know that their offense can feel bad about what's been happening in the first 2 innings here. It's still early in the game for both teams. Yamamoto looks to be not really dotting as well as he did the last game, his last start, but he's still attacking the zone. He's still inducing some swings and misses. They are not fooled by some of his pitches, but overall, I think he's still the Yamamoto that we've seen so far. So next we have, as Kelly called him, Senor Octobre, Kike Hernandez, or as I call him, Censored Hernandez. Let's see what happens. If he can get on base, work a nice bat at least. That's a low one for a ball. That's the first slider for Gosman. Interesting. Let's see what he comes back with now. Oh, that was a nice movement on that splitter. Ended up in the zone, but it started pretty much outside the zone and kind of worked its way back in. So that was beautiful for strike two or strike one. There's another splitter that he got on the chase outside. So 1-2 to Kike already. In the dirt, 2-2. Here comes the fifth pitch of the at bat. Ooh, just dotted the corner there. Just grabbed the outside edge. Caught looking for a strikeout. So Kike goes down to 5 pitches. Up next is Tommy Edman. Let's see waiting for him to come back from the replays to see what side he's batting from today. I'm assuming he's going to bat from the left-handed box today against Gosman. And here comes Gosman's delivery. Let's see who's going to attack him with. Oh, Edman hits a rope first baseline. He's going for two. Yep, he's going to turn the corner. That ball made it to the corner, and he's in safely, standing up at second base. What was that pitch? I missed it. But he took down for us. So there we go, our first base runner and our first Dodgers hit. From the bottom of the order, which you like to see. So next we have I want to call him the old man of the team, but he's not the only old man on the team, as we have Miguel Rojas. I believe this is his first start of the series so far. Ooh, that's a big swing and strike. He was chasing that slider out the zone there. That one you can almost forgive chasing because, it looked like it was going to end up a strike, but it just kept trailing off, especially with Gosman's high release point. Let's see if he goes back to it again to see if Rojas will continue chase. And he kind of no, yeah, no, that was a splitter that time. That one kind of dove in back to the zone a little bit, but wasn't enough. So that's balls. So that's 1-1 now. I'm hanging out a second still. Here comes the next pitch. Oh, right at the hands. That was a four-seamer inside, and he took a swing of that one and fouled it off. So we are 1-2 on Rojas now. That was almost like it was. I mean, those swings look so awkward. You know, when you tuck the bat in. I've done them. I mean, they don't feel good too. The hands are stinging probably coming off the stem of the bat there. And oh, takes a ball as a low splitter this time. All right, Ross, come on, you gotta make something happen here. Here comes was a six pitch at bat. Let's see what he does. Ooh, four seamer right at the bottom of the zone. Caught him looking. I ain't even mad. That was a beautiful pitch, beautifully executed. He was probably assuming it was gonna be a splitter or slider from the arm angle, and just came in. Oh, might have been a bit low. Yeah, yeah. I think Rojas has a reason to be mad at that one. It looked and live it looked okay, but when they showed the replay, yeah, that was a bit low. And Otani gets walked. He's kind of used to that by now. So now we got men on first and second, 2 outs, still no score, tied up 0-0. Here comes Mr. Will Smith. If Kingdom's listening, that's America's catcher. He takes the first pitch for a ball. See, Will's pretty aggressive first two pitches here, so let's see if he's going to be swinging again, whatever Gausman's going to throw him. Surprised he didn't swing that first one. Oh! And he takes a nice swing of that one. It is off the wall, the third baseline. Tommy Emma comes in the score. Otani stays at third. Will Smith's in for a double. So Dodgers take a one-run lead, first run of the game. I can't believe I just say that. It feels like it's been a long time since they scored first, but we will take it. that is makes you feel so good. And now we got Otani at third. Still 2 outs. But even a cheap base hit, uh, a little lip reading expletives there from Will Smith. I'm sure he's happier than anyone to get a run on board. And up at bat is Freddie Freeman. Takes the first pitch. He fouls it off for a strike. Is that another four seamer? Yeah. So he's starting off with the four seamer this time against Freddie. Kind of outside too, not really inside the Freddie, which is what we've seen a lot of people throw. Let's see if he attacks inside this time. Yeah, he attacked inside, but it was in the dirt. That bounced way in front of Kirk, but not far enough for even Otani to run into home plate from there. Unless you want to play old school baseball and just run into each other like offensive linemen and tackles, All right, here comes Freddie up at bat again. Let's see what he does. Gosman's kind of staring at Will Smith on second for some reason. Another one inside. Another four seamer. Yeah, he's not. He's moving away from the splitter against Freddie here. Well, the only splitter he threw to Freddie so far was in the dirt. But at the same time, potentially he's going to pitch around Freddie because Mookie's up on deck for him. Yeah, that was another splitter real low out of the zone. I won't say that he's losing his touch. It just may be him pitching around Freddie. And again, no crap on Mookie, but the way things have been going right now, yeah, you pitch around Freddie, take your chance with Mookie, right? So Freddie's up 3-1. Let's see if he walks. And another splitter way below the zone again. And Freddie Freeman takes a walk. We have bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 Dodgers in the top of the third. Or maybe I was wrong because here comes the pitching coach out to give a talk to Gosman. I mean, hmm. I thought they were pitching around Freddie. Again, that made sense to me. Mookie hasn't really been hitting for power, and he's been striking out a lot. Or maybe they're just going out to give him a report, like, okay, let's do this to Mookie, or let's try to induce a ground ball or something. But yeah, I mean, yes, I said Dodger over 13 with bases loaded, so you can't walk Mookie here. I don't honestly, I don't really feel like that's a problem for Gosman. He's been pretty good at staying in the zone. Like some people might think that he was missing a lot to Freddie, but I think it was just him trying to induce Freddie to swing more than losing his touch and not staying in the zone, especially with Mookie on deck. So let's see what happens now. We're Mookie at bat, bases loaded, 2 outs. This pitch will tell us everything if Gosman is actually losing his touch and his feel, or if it's just the way he pitched to Freddie, which I felt like to me. Let's see what happens here. He's still staring down second base. Oh, that's way outside, and that was a slider, so he is not landing that right now. Well then, that was interesting. Okay, let's see how the second pitch works out for him. Maybe he is losing a little bit. I'm sure he'll bounce back because he's just a great pitcher. But okay, yeah, that was a splitter he dropped right in the middle of the zone, and Mookie took that one, so it's 1-1. Yeah, so he's still finding the zone. He's pitching out the stretch now. He does seem to love staring at second base for whatever reason. Ooh, Mookie takes a big hack and a strike there at a four seamer, high and inside. Yeah, Mookie wanted to drive that one, and he just missed completely, right underneath it. Let's see what Gosman come back with. He's come back with the four seamer again. Mookie seems to want to chase that one if he can keep it high. And yeah, another high four seamer. Actually, I think that one might have been out of the zone. Mookie chased it and fouled it off. So Mookie's is hunting the fastball right now. So do you try to keep at him with the fastball, or do you try to get him with a breaking pitch? Let's see what he does here. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, oh! Mookie hits a rope to the left field. Ohtani scores. Will Smith scores. It is 3-0 Dodgers. And no one's happier than Mookie Betts right now. Not only did he get a hit, what was that pitch? That looked like a good pitch to me. I missed it. They panned out and what's it? Yeah, that was a slider up and in. So that was well placed. Honestly, that was a good piece of hitting, which feels weird to say about Mookie. And but hey, this game has taken a whole new look all of a sudden, very quickly here in the third inning. Now you got to wonder, does Toronto just stay with Gosman? I mean, see, they have a game to play with, right? Like they can afford to lose this game. The Dodgers cannot. So if Gosman gives up any more runs here or continues to stay in trouble, I mean, you kind of can just leave him in and see how it plays out because their offense has been great. They can still come back. 3 runs is not that much for them. They scored six 2 games in a row. Six 3 games in a row. Oh, that was a big swing strike from Teoscar there, so he's down 0-2 already. Um, Also, this is a long rest for Yamamoto here with this long inning. He, like a lot of pitchers, don't come back from these long breaks at their sharpest as they cool down. You know, obviously he's in the dugout, doing shuttle tossing and stuff like that to try to keep himself warmed up, but it doesn't always happen. It doesn't always work out. Here comes Gossman with 0-2. Teoscar strikes out swinging on a low splitter, which is, I don't know, to be expected. Call a spade a spade. But hey, we're in a much better mood than the last game with the Dodgers up 3-0 in the third. We now go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers have 3 hits, 3 runs. Blue Jays have no runs on 1 hit. Let's see if Yamamoto can kind of keep up his performance so far, or if that long break of an inning is going to get to him. But positive outcomes. The Dodgers got men on base and brought them in. That's a that's a rare combination. Let's see who's coming up next for the Blue Jays because the commercial break will come back like mid pitch probably. So coming up next is Barger, Clement, and Jimenez. Let me just say, Jimenez has kind of been under the radar this series. He's been making some great plays. Is that bad? I mean, obviously he's bad ninth for a reason, right? But he's contributing. I think he's played a really solid shortstop for them. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do, and I don't know why I forgot to do this. I guess it's because last two games I haven't had a reason to use it. But let's throw up the. Let me see if I have the Mookie dancing gif. Let's throw that up real quick, and as we're on commercial break before the game starts again. Good job, Mookie. Shit, get that monkey off your back. Look at that. We came back again before the pitch was thrown. They're actually still mulling around the field. That's a shocker. Here we go. Here comes Yamamoto's first pitch. Came in for a ball low on another splitter. Yamamoto's pitch count is looking pretty good so far. Let's see if they can keep that up. That one's in for a strike inside. Another four seamer. Barter's been kind of, I don't say playing off his mind, but he's been hitting really well in the World Series so far. We'll call him for a strike high there on a cutter. Got Barger down 1-2 quick. And here comes the 1-2. Got him swinging out of his shoes. Did he foul that one off? Yeah, he did. He fouled off a curveball. Now, for those who haven't really paid attention or don't know, Yamamoto throws what's known as a Ginoza curveball, which is popularized, well, it's named after the Japanese pitching coach, but it is more popular in Japan. And it's an interesting movement where, here comes the pitch. Oh, that one is fair. Bounces off the wall. Oh, it's a crazy bounce. And Kike bobbles it. Then Barger go in for an easy double. That was a bit of bad luck there and just a misplay by Kike. Luckily, it didn't turn into a triple. It stays a second. But man on second, no outs. That was a good pitch, too. Barger, that's a good piece of hitting. And just a lucky carom off the wall there that sent it like flying back towards center field instead of kind of going along the wall there. Has some side spin on it. There's another strike Miyamoto. But going back to the Ginoza curveball, so instead of a normal curveball movement, which is, see, I threw a spike curveball. Most guys tend to throw it with the two fingers, index and middle finger, kind of grip the rail on the seam of the ball, and you kind of turn your wrist as you're throwing it to kind of induce that forward spin. So the way Yamamoto throws his curveball, and other, he's not the only one. There's other Japanese pitchers who throw as good as a curveball too. They throw it, I guess you want to say backwards. Like they rotate the wrist, they pronate the other way, and the ball comes off the fingers like you're throwing a yo-yo down. Which is why I think pitching Ninja has a yo-yo curveball, which I don't understand. Just call it a goes nose a curveball. That's what it's named after. The dude who invented it. You don't got to make up cute names for everything. But it's it boggles my mind that he can land it for a strike and have control of it because it just seems like such a unnatural movement for a pitch. But he's been able to use it effectively. And while I was babbling there, he threw another splitter and he got Clement to strike out there on 3 pitches. Oh, I have to put the hit up for the Blue Jays. Sorry about that. So we got Blue Jays at 1 out, man on second still. Jimenez up at bat. He's again not hitting very well. That's why he's batting ninth. But his defense has been pretty spot on. Not splash plays, nothing too flashy, but he's been solid. That's a low ball. So 2-0 quickly to Jimenez. He's just not getting him to chase right now. So let's see if he comes back into the zone. Got him to chase that one. That was a splitter hit in the inside corner. And that's kind of the thing that you do when you're pitching sometimes. When you face a weaker batter or someone who's struggling, you will try to pitch outside or things that you know they'll chase out of the zone to get them to induce swinging strikes. But sometimes they just don't swing, and that's what's happening here. He's still trying to induce the strike pitch or the swing, and Jimenez smartly is not swinging. So now he's 3-1 in a really deep hitter's count. Let's see if he's got the green light here. Let's see what Yamamoto comes back with. Yamamoto comes in with a splitter again, and he comes. Yep, he was swinging that time. So now it's 3-2 full count. Here comes a full 3-2, and lines up straight to Miguel Rojas. Sorry, and Rojas throws him out at first. Now we got 2 outs, man on third. Well, it's called the one. It took a second there for him to figure out what he was going to do. Here comes George Springer, the DH for the Blue Jays today. If he can get anything out of the infield, well, he's got to get a hit, honestly. Takes a ball inside another splitter. Try to see if he can bring that lead back down to 2. I have a feeling that Yamamoto's not really going to give him anything to chase, though, or anything to hit. He's probably going to pitch around them at first, see if he can get him to do some swing. Here comes the second pitch. He's 1-0. Yeah, there's another splitter in the dirt. Springer again, wisely not swinging. Let's see what he comes back with. If he's still going to try to pitch around them or if he's going to try to attack them. Outside ball, outside curveball. No check swing on Springer, so he's 3-0. Yeah, Yamamoto's kind of playing around the zone, a little bit outside of it. Again, if the guy's swinging, that's not a bad play, but now you put yourself in a bad position, 3-1, having to throw a strike. So let's see what he comes back with. Oh, and that's a big hit from Springer into center field. That's going to score a run. And Springer stays at first. So it's a long single for Springer to bring the lead down to 2 for the Dodgers. Yamamoto to Luke's, and he fouls off the first one. Another splitter down low. I don't know. Is Yamamoto kind of losing his feel a little bit for that splitter? He seems to be. I don't know that he necessarily wants to pitch around these guys that badly. I thought that with a couple run lead, he started attacking a little more. Let me see what he comes back with here. Fastball kind of in the zone, or actually splitter, and he flies out to Kike Hernandez. And that's the third out of the inning. Blue Jays get one back. It is 3-1 Dodgers going into the top of the fourth. Did I make a mistake? Did I give the Blue Jays an extra hit? Oh, I did give them an extra hit. They only have two hits? I thought they had three. Okay. I'm trying to be a little more on top of it with the box score that happened in the first 5 games. But I'm still making mistakes. So. Oh, you know what? It's because they didn't mark it an error. So they took the hit away. I wasn't wrong. I just didn't see the error. So there you go. That is an error, Max Muncy. They took that hit away, which is the correct call. That play would not have taken what they call an extraordinary amount of effort to make. So well, nothing else. Yamamoto's pitch count is still well under control. Gossman's a little elevated after the last inning. Let's see how Gossman is coming back. He was starting to tighten up a little bit into that inning there. Yamamoto was, I won't say predictably, but he was a little shaky in the beginning there, coming back off a long break. At the same time, you kind of like the long breaks between innings if it means that your team's scoring a lot. So I would say, yeah, let's give him a little long break if we can. Come on, guys. Let's go offense. Next we have up Muncy, Kike Hernandez, and Tommy Edman, the next three. Let's see if those guys can get anything going here. Oh, I forgot to change the slideshow back. My apologies. You may be tired of seeing Dancing Mookie. I don't get tired of seeing that, but maybe you are. All right, let's see if they come back from was it like the third or fourth consecutive commercial break without missing the first pitch, and then I can stop making fun of Fox. Yeah, look at that. They did make it back before the pitch was in flight. Good job. So here comes Gosman's first pitch of the inning to Max Muncy. And ooh, that was a nice splitter for a strike there. Let's see if we can get if Muncy can find himself here, or if he's just gonna. Oh, he takes a swing at that. Oh, straight to the third baseman, and he's out at first. So not a bad swing on that. It just went right to Ernie Clement there. Little ground ball. So he went down quick on 2 pitches. So that's great news for Gossman. Not so much for the Dodgers. And again, with these in-game interviews right now, I mean, they're interviewing Dave Roberts. You think I'd be happy, but I just don't like in-game interviews. I don't watch the game. You know what is happening right now. Kike is up at bat, and Gossman comes in with and he pops him up on a slider, and who's gonna get it? And it looks like it went right to Bo Bichette. So I mean, that's a great 3-pitch sequence for Gossman there. He got him out on 3 pitches. So Yamamoto's already had to start getting up. So Dodgers already at 2 outs and 3 pitches. Here comes Tommy Edman, this time, or again, batting from the left-handed box, and he's asking for time. I wonder why. Maybe he's trying to give Yamamoto more time, or trying to slow the game down a bit. Not a bad tactic sometimes. And here comes Gosman's fourth pitch of the inning. Ooh, what a splitter that kind of started up and in and went straight middle. That's where it ended up. Here comes Gosman's second pitch to Tommy Edman, and another splitter, but this time this one trailed outside the zone too much. So now we're at 1-1. I wonder what Tommy's hunting here. He's not chasing splitters. Maybe he's going to hunt the fastball. Let's see what happens. Ooh, takes a swing of that one. That was a four-seamer. Kind of middle up. Got under it. He was obviously expecting that to trail off a little bit more, and it didn't. That's just the nature of four-seamers. See if Gosman tries to attack him with a four-seamer again up high, or go back to the breaking stuff. And that's a splitter in the dirt. So now we're 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. Not quite the Vince Clay Deucer Wild. There needs to be 2 men on base. 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2. Yeah. We got deuces. There's not that wild yet. Here comes the 2-2. Tommy fouls that off. Still 2-2. That was another four-seamer. This one inside, not high. But he seemed to get under it again. Gosman seems to be back in the groove here with this inning. And that was another four-seamer, I believe. Didn't trail on it. Popped him out to Ernie Clement at third. And that was a quick inning for Gosman. So that's great for him and the Blue Jays, but not so great for the Dodgers. Dodgers put up another donut. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. Let's see how Yamamoto comes back. He's still probably pretty warmed up from since the inning was so short. We'll see if he can settle in again. What is this pitch count out now? Let me see what it says. Because we have Vlad Jr., Bichette, and Varsho up. So that's kind of the meat of their order there. Especially with Vlad being your leadoff hitter in this inning. What is Yamamoto's pitch count at right now? Oh, it would be nice if I clicked on the right team. So, pitching stats. So he's at 47 pitches, still Gosman's at 67. So he's winning the pitching. He's ahead by 20 pitches on Gosman as far as the pitch count is concerned. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I scored through the scoreboard there by accident. I thought I was in the wrong window. So let's see if Yamamoto continue his efficient outing. That last inning was great for Gosman. Keep his pitch count down, 2 outs and 3 pitches. You gotta love that as a pitcher. Gotta hate that as an offense. Then I think it was 6 pitches to Edman, so 9 pitch inning. Not bad. Not bad. You gotta like that. I mean, if this continues on the way it is, I mean, Gosman versus Yamamoto is becoming like the battle of the postseason here. They're both pitching pretty well. I know Gosman gave up 3 runs so far, but overall, he's pitching pretty excellently. And let's see if Yamamoto can keep up the pace here. Once again, Fox comes back from commercial break before the pitch is thrown. So I guess I can't make fun of that for that. They finally learned. Yamamoto throws that one in, a cutter in for a strike. That's a third or fourth cutter we've seen tonight. That's a little bit more than usual. We see it from him. I guess he's trying to mix it up in case he got data on him from the last start. And his second pitch, a 1 to Vlad, comes in with a sinker way inside. So that's 1-1. He's obviously not going to give, or he's trying not to give Vlad anything to hit. I mean, Vlad has just been on fire. So let's see what happens here. Here comes Yamamoto. The splitter low. Got Vlad swinging on that one. So that's 1-2 now. So Vlad obviously likes that splitter, or likes to chase it. So let's see who comes again. Ooh, same splitter, but this one caught the corner. Vlad strikes out looking. He's not happy about it. I get it, but hey, that low zone has been called the whole series pretty far so far. So, and according to the pitch tracker, that wasn't the zone. All right, so I've been wrong about those too. I mean, they look different on TV than they do according to Statcast. Here comes Bichette. Took a wild swing at a low curveball there. That thing had a lot of movement on it. Let's see what he comes back with now. He's going to try to establish fastball inside maybe, or outside. Four-seamer outside. That was never a strike, so he didn't swing at that smartly. I mean, you see a ball traveling that direction, you're not going to swing at it with Yamamoto anyways, since he doesn't have any pitches that come back that far. Oh, yeah, he takes Yamamoto on a single to left field on a splitter there. That splitter just caught the bottom of the zone. Maybe a little out of the zone, but still, Bichette got wood on ball there. So he's on. And another hit for the Blue Jays. So you got one man on, one out in the bottom of the fourth. And there's still a video of Ohtani in the batting cage because, we can't go 10 minutes without showing Ohtani doing something. Here comes Yamamoto with another cutter inside. Fouled off. So yeah, he is a lot more cutter heavy all of a sudden. So maybe it is like last time where we see, that third the third of an inning, right? So the first three innings, mostly splitter. Here comes 4, 5, and 6. He seems to be coming to the cutter more. There's another slider. That one was for a ball though. That was a little too far inside to Varsho. Here comes the 1-1. Ooh, got him chasing a splitter low. Okay, now he's gonna take time to contemplate life. He's like, hey, this works for Ohtani. Maybe it'll work for me. Like, this guy's gonna keep throwing me these disgusting splitters low. Maybe I shouldn't try to swing at those, right? All right, here comes the next pitch. 1-2 count to Dalton Varsho. Gets some wood on it. Oh, straight to Rojas. Throws the second to Mookie. Mookie throws the first to Freddie, and a double play. Yamamoto gets out of the inning, facing the minimum. This time the Dodgers are the beneficiary of some nicely turned double plays. So, hey, maybe having Mickey Rowe in the infield really does help. Also, rip to Freddie's hamstrings. He had to do another crazy split. that guy's got to have been a gymnast in his past life or something. Oh, I'm an idiot. The box score is not showing. Okay, there you go. Now the box score is correct. All right, so that was a efficient inning by Gosman, followed up by an efficient half inning by Yamamoto. Both of them they're both kind of duking it out, taking punches at each other. It both feels like they're both going to stay deep in the game. What are we bet pitch count wise? We're through 4. Let's take a look here. So through 4 innings, we have, where's the pitching? Yamamoto 58 and Gosman at 67. So he has a slight advantage in the pitch count. 67 is not terrible for Gosman. He's about 7 over that 15 average we talked about. Yamamoto is about 2 under the 60 average. So, it's 9 pitch difference, but it's not crazy. I mean, as we've seen already in this game, and we saw in his previous start, Gosman is capable of throwing like a 9 pitch inning. So he's still within range to at least give them 6 or 7, maybe even deeper, if he can get some more quick outs for them. We don't want him to, but he could. And let's see if Yamamoto continues to do that. Let's see if he continues to use the cutter for the next couple innings, for the fifth and sixth, and then maybe switch back to the curveball more, going 7, 8, 9 maybe. That could be his game plan. All I know is, man, if he goes CG again, I mean, he's setting himself up to be a postseason legend in the modern era. I mean, we just do not see CGs any much. I think in regular season, let alone postseason. So this is gonna be fun to watch. People might say this isn't a pitching duel, but it kind of is a pitcher's duel. Oh, look at that! They're coming back this time. They're abusing the Jones shots, but they came back to a high overarching Jones shot. No pitch thrown yet. Of course, they got to take time to show us football again. At least it's college. Whatever. Come on, man. The guys are in the box. We got some baseball going. All right, they made it back in time. Miguel Rojas takes the first one high for a ball. Still 3-1 Dodgers into the top of the fifth. Fair warning to everyone too in advance. I think after this half inning, not that I don't care about the Blue Jays, but I will have to take a short break. I need to go get some more ice for my shoulder and my elbow here. So apologies to anyone. I'll put a note of that in chat. So anyone who pops in after the fact will know that that's why it's silence. And Miguel Rojas looks like he popped out here, or not really pop up, but a fly out to right field. Goes down in 3 pitches. That was what? That looked like that pitch didn't look like it moved that much. Like it just got under it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it was a four seamer. It didn't have a lot of movement on it, so I figured as much. But that turns lineup over to Ohtani. They're gonna walk him. Let's see. Nope, they're gonna pitch to him. All right, Gosman. His 71st pitch to Ohtani here. Let's go. That was a nice four seamer. It had some tailing action back inside on that one. Ohtani probably thought it was coming in too deep on his hands, but it actually came back to the zone. So that's strike one. He's a one. Let's see what he comes back with. Go back to that splitter maybe. Yep, went back to the splitter, but this time was low outside. So 1-1 to Ohtani. That's someone you kind of don't want to get hot. We've seen Ohtani go 3 home runs and throw 10 strikeouts in a game. So it makes sense to pitch around them if you're not going to walk them. Yeah, that was a strike. That was their splitter, but this one landed more in the zone than the last one. Kind of started off the same, but didn't cut as hard. So that was beautifully done. And of course, Ohtani calls for time on 2 strikes. Once again, contemplating the meaning of life, making sure all of his batting armor is well placed, secure. You cover the splitter again, maybe. Yep, the splitter tailed way outside. So now it's 2-2 to Ohtani. Do you try for a fourth splitter in a row? Maybe like the last one. Oh, he did. So this splitter also didn't cut too far. He tried to line that one for a strike, but Otani felled it off to the third baseline into the seats there. I wonder if Goss is just going to keep pumping splitters in. Just it's pretty cool to see him change the action on the splitter. So some cut way harder than others. He's kind of aiming kind of near the same spot. Release point's kind of the same. Oh, yeah, another splitter. This time went low outside again. Had a little bit too much run on it, so it stayed a ball. Tawny was not swinging at that, so now it's 2-2. Oh, sorry, 3-2, full count. So let's see if he tries to go back to the splitter again, or if he's going to try to maybe pump it in for a fastball in to strike him out. Oh, splitter inside. Tawny just gets a piece of it and a piece of himself. Already fell that one off. You can always hear that audible "itai" from Itani every time he falls one off himself. So still full count. This is now a 8 pitch at bat so far, 7 pitch at bat, whatever it is. This is a long at bat. All right, let's see what he comes back with. Is he gonna keep going splitter? Another splitter inside, another foul ball. Then Otani warns the opposing dugout. Hey, or was it O's dugout? Sorry, they're flipped around. Uh, hmm. Man, he's just not giving up on that splitter. I mean, Otani is chasing, and he's not making great contact. So let's see what happens now. Gonna come back with another splitter. Another splitter, but this one gets hit right to Vlad Jr., who walks it into first place for an out. So yeah, was it like 9 splitters or was it, no 8 splitters? Because 9 pitch at bat. I think the first was a fastball, so 8 splitters in a row. He finally got him out, but man, that was a 9 pitch at bat, which is not ideal. You kind of want Gossman to keep going because he's just overall pitching pretty good, but he was totally pitching around him. And here comes Will Smith. He got 2 outs, top of the fifth. Takes the first one. That was a four-seamer. So we start just like Otani starts the first pitch of the four-seamer, but this one was outside for a ball. So it's 1-0 to Will Smith. Here comes the second pitch. Let's see if he just does like last time, goes all splitter, or is he gonna try something a little different with Will? That one was a slider. Yep, slider. Slider low. Just missed the zone. Looks like. The Statcast see. Yeah, just missed it according to Statcast. Yeah, maybe cut the corner of it, just barely. 2-0 to Will Smith. Let's see the third pitch. Will gets wood on it, but it looks like, yep, straight to left field, right into the glove of Nathan Lukes. And that's that for that inning. So, except for the Otani at bat, pretty efficient for Gausman. 3 pitches to Will Smith, but that 9 pitches to Otani was not ideal. I think he was so 3 to Rojas, 3 to Smith, 9 to Otani, 15 pitches, kind of where you want to be. Um, but he puts up a donut, which is what's most important right now for the Blue Jays. So let me update the box score one last time. 3-3-1, 1-3-0, 3-1. Okay. With that being said, let the chat know that I will be taking a short break. And with that, I will see you guys in a few moments. Let me go refill my ice packs from my shoulder. Alright, sorry about everyone, I'm back. What did I miss here? Looks like Yamamoto got the first out on Alejandro Kirk. Let's go back to StatCast and let's see how he did that. Kirk straight self swinging. 9 pitch at bat though. Lots of foul balls. Good for him. It looks like he's sinker, 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 curveball, curveball, four seamer, sinker, curveball, and a splitter. So he's leaning on that curveball against Kirk there. Let's see if that becomes a theme. And now he's up against Barger, and he's 2-0 quick here. Throws a four-seam fastball for a strike, so he's 2-1. Yamamoto at 70 pitches. His pitch count's definitely getting up there. Maybe we'll see Roki Sasaki come in to try to close this game out if he can go deeper. That's another ball, another curveball. So 3-1. And pumps a four-seamer in, almost middle. Maybe a little lower than that. Maybe middle low for a strike. So he's 3-2 full count to Barger, who takes a Otani-esque timeout. And let's see when he comes back here at the full count here. He's going to try to stack the zone. He's going to try to induce swing. Let's see what his thinking is here. And he comes back in with the four-seamer, strikes him out kind of low middle of the zone again, 97. So he's still got gas in the tank there. So Barger strikes out. We got 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Another decently long at bat, and again, not necessarily because of Barger. Yamamoto was outside the zone and he was not swinging. Here comes Ernie Clement, Blue Jays postseason hero so far. Yamamoto comes into him. Oh, and he gets four-seamer. Oh, and Betts bobbles it. That was a tough play, though. It was kind of behind him a little bit by the time he got to it. I'm sure Mookie's going to be a little upset about that hit. Letting that one get away. Oh, yeah, hit it off. Right off, bounced off his thumb in his glove. Could be he was too busy thinking about trying to make that spin around and throw to first base. Won't be too hard on Mookie because he's been essentially gold gloved. Oh, and first pitch swinging. Jimenez flies out to Edman in center plate. So there we go. Yamamoto managed to get out of that one. One more hit for the Blue Jays, but a donut. And we move on to the 6th inning. Make sure my box was correct. They get a hit. Yep. 1-4-0 and 3-3-1. So Dodgers back up. Offensively, you would love to see them score some more runs because it would just be nice. Yamamoto's still pumping 97. I don't know if his feel was off a little bit there with that long at bat to Alejandro Kirk, or if he's just trying to play outside the zone to get in the chase. He did not. Let's see what he can make happen here moving forward. Let's see what the offense can do. So we got Yamamoto at 70 pitches through 5. Again, you're under that 15 pitch limit, or count that I like to see, but that 15 pitch limit usually only gets you to 7. So let's say he does go 7, then he's still going to have to give up 8, 9 to the bullpen, which is not been great. Granted, we have our new bullpen hero Will Klein available. Rocky's available. Pretty much everyone's available because they really didn't use much of anybody except for Bonda the last game, which is I mean, you don't want to call it a punt game, but it kind of was. So we'll have to see what happens here coming into the late innings. That's when things are going to start to get interesting. And to keep it less interesting, the Dodgers are definitely going to have to put up some more offense. Score early, score often, right? Every team wants to do that, and it's particularly necessary for the Dodgers to do that, knowing the state of their bullpen. Granted, if it does get out of hand, I think Doc is probably going to run with a short leash today, as short as he can, anyways, the 3 batter minimum. And he's probably going to let anyone go. And then come game 7, should they hold on to win this one, they're going to just throw the kitchen sink at it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Otani open, backed up by Glasnow, maybe, and then finish with Sasaki, go 3 starters in a row. That could be something to do. Gosman's back out again. What's his count at now? Let me see. Where's he floating around? 82? Yeah. To Freddie Freeman. There's a first one for a strike. Drop the 4-seamer in there. Let me see what he comes out with next. Oh, John Freddie with the 4-seamer? Yeah, 4-seamer popped him up to Jimenez. Or was that Bichette? I think it was Bichette, actually. Sorry. Here comes Mookie Betts. Let's see. Has he turned it around? There's a 4-seam low middle for a strike. Based on his last at bat, you almost think you want to try to pump him high because he was under it. At least you can get 2 foul balls off possibly quick. Um, I think the one that he did make contact with wasn't that high. It was kind of more middle. And there's a ball to plate on a slider. Let's see how Mookie tries to work this at bat, or if he can work the at bat. Freddie went down pretty quick, which helps Gosman stay in longer. Oh, and that was a foul ball on a splitter, kind of middle in. They keep showing the replay of the Mookie Betts getting a hit because it's been so long. All right, let's see. And Mookie hits one. Oh, but it's right to Bo Bichette. Quick throw to first, and Mookie's out. Grounder right at Bo. Bo was well positioned there to kind of come across the back real quick and scoop that one up. So, another tough night, another tough at bat for Mookie Betts there. Didn't really work the count. Speaking of working the count, here comes Teoscar. Let's see if he can manage to get more than 3 pitches in. Teoscar has not been having a great World Series either, or playoffs really. He's been hitting kind of okay. He's got some pop, and he comes in, pumps in a splitter for a strike there, kind of middle low. But I mean, he's had some lazy plays. He's had some brain farts out there. Some of his at bats the last game were just him standing there staring at a pitch, which is weird. That's way outside. It was another slider that got away from Gosman there. So it's I don't know. I don't know if Teoscar's head's not in it, which is weird for him because he's I call a high energy guy. He seems the kind of guy that would not be taking a mental break from the game, so to speak. Oh, and he jammed him inside on a strike there. That was a 4-seamer up and in on the hands. So Teo was down. Pitchers count 1-2. Yeah, they didn't even make contact with that one. Let's see if Gaza tries to pump another one inside. Try to finish him off. least Teoscar looks more focused this time. Oh, that's another slider way outside. Kind of the same spot as that other. That was the second pitch. Yeah, he's not going to chase that one, so. I have a feeling Teoscar's gonna chase here though. 2-2. He's desperate to make something happen. He's kind of been chasing all series. Splitter low, right to Jimenez. Jimenez throws him out at first. So yeah, good pitch mix there. I think those outside sliders are a bit much. I feel like you pump him inside and he's just going to keep swinging out of his shoes at him. So that was a pretty efficient, pretty quick inning for Gausman. So puts up another 0 for the Blue Jays. Not great for the Dodgers, but great for the Blue Jays. And here comes the part of the order that's been doing a lot of damage for the Blue Jays. The very top of the order for Yamamoto next. We have Springer, Lukes, and Vlad Jr. So if anyone's going to get damage done or get that pitch count up against Yamamoto to try to get him out of the game quicker, this is going to be the inning right here. With those three leading off, just like the beginning of the game, we'll see what happens. And for those of you who are watching, I know there are some of you out there. Please feel free to leave a chat or some comments for me to talk about because, once again, I am riding solo today with Callie out there doing Halloweeny stuff. So I got no one to talk to but myself. That sound that sounds worse than it actually is, but you know, hey, if Vince Scully can call solo games, I can too, right? Yeah, maybe not. probably not. Probably not smart to compare yourself to Hall of Famer like Vince Scully or legend like Vince Scully. But we'll see what happens here. I'm fighting my way through it. Like I said, my shoulder's still hurting quite a bit. I got some joint pain. Shout out to those of us on team rheumatoid arthritis. Everyone else who has it, just like me, knows what it feels like. It is not always fun. But holding luck, if this does push to Game 7, we'll have Kelly back tomorrow. And it'll be a little more, probably a little more talkative on the stream besides just me talking to myself. And we're back just before Yamamoto's first pitch. Change the camera angle, guys. George Springer grounds out to Mookie Betts to first to Freddie Freeman. One pitch, one out. Okay, Fox, you were doing so well. You came back before the first pitch, but you stayed in the view behind home plate. I kind of like to see our standard pitcher view so I can see where the balls are landing there. What was that pitch, anyways? Let's take a look here. That was a sinker, middle. So he's going to the sinker now. Let's see what he comes at Luke's with. There's something going on. So we're taking a break here. I don't know. Is there a beach ball in the field? Oh, no, wait. We're not in Los Angeles. We're waiting for something. There's some kind of delay. Will Smith talking to Luke's like, what the hell is going on? How's your kids? How's the family? Know any good poutine spots around here? You know? Okay, looks like whatever happened has come to an end, possibly. Okay, I got Luke's taking some swings. Yamamoto's warming up again. To give him some practice pitches here. I don't know what that break was for. If someone knows, please let me know. That was a weird one. But first, another college football commercial break or spot. Come on, Fox, we got baseball to watch. All right, now we can get Yamamoto's first pitch to Luke's. Let's see what's going on here. Yep, and he dropped the curveball in and bounced it off the plate. Luke's is not swinging at that one. 1-0. So maybe he's trying to come more curveball more. Another curveball. This one lands in the zone. Kind of started up out of the zone and dropped back in for a strike. So 1-1 to Luke's. Let's see if he comes in hard now or if he tries to stay with the breaking stuff. Looks like four seam. Yeah, four seam outside. 96. So little slower than before. He's throwing 97 earlier. There's another four seamer, kind of middle outside middle for swinging strike. 2-2. And let's see what he comes back with here. And what was it, these camera angles? What was it? Okay, that was a splitter low for a ball. So three full count now. Yeah, Yamamoto's kind of playing around here. We need to. He's not going to be efficient if he can't induce more swings on these pitches. They're not chasing him that far out of the zone. Oh, and Luke sticks his head on a cutter, pops it up to center field. Tommy Evans got it, looks like. And there's 2 outs. So Yamamoto's hovering at 82. So if he can get this, if he can get Guerrero out in a fairly efficient manner, then he'll definitely be coming in for the seventh. Potentially for the eighth, depending how efficient he is in the seventh, because he last couple starts he did go well north of 100 pitches, and in NPB it wasn't unusual for him to go to like 130, 140. Sometimes even, I think 150. I think I've seen him go to. There's a splitter inside middle in for a strike on Vlad Jr. So 0-1 to Yamamoto. Here comes the 0-2 0-1 pitch. That was a cutter way outside. So 1-1 now. That was kind of a ball out of hand, so no way Vlad's chasing that one. If you're gonna throw a car like that, you gotta come close to the zone. I think Will was set up kind of more middle. That one really trailed off, got away from him. And there takes Vlad take a swing on a curveball, and it's in for a hit. Bounces off the wall past Kike Hernandez. Looks like Vlad's gonna come in for a double. That was just a good piece of hitting, because that uh that curveball dived to the outside pretty deep. So Vlad really reached out for that one. Full arm extension, full lean in. That's just good hitting. Not even a bad pitch. Maybe it could have been a little lower, but you can't really nitpick if it's that far outside the zone. Can't really blame Kike too. He wasn't in a terrible position. Just kind of scooted past him. Got no speed on to get past him to the wall. So now we have Bo Bichette up at bat. And we got a mound visit coming here. Looks like. Yep. Who was this? Prior. They're typically circling around Vlad. I can't really see who's the mound visits. Who's visiting the mound right now. And now we're gonna show another graphic. I don't know what their I guess mound visits aren't interesting enough. I kind of want to see what's going on. Yeah, Fox is really. I don't know. I guess that's a couple games already. They really are. This must be the football crew. And now we're going to an overhead drone shot. Now let's go back to the action, please. There goes Bo Bichette. Yamamoto's ready to deliver the pitch. Let's see what he attacks with now. Ooh, drops in a curveball right on the edge. It was outside low. Right on the edge of the zone. That's well spotted. That's a pitch you're definitely going to spit on. So that was well dotted. Let's see what he follows up with. Oh, he let a, was that a four seamer? Yeah, that road, let that one ride a little too high. So 1-1 to Bo Bichette. Oh, this one's another fastball way up and in, way high. So now it's 2-1. They're kind of dancing around the zone too much there. He's kind of too focused on getting outs or inducing chase than trying to attack. Oh, there comes a nice slider outside middle for he fell off for 2-2. Bill's helmet flies off. So let's see if he tries to put him away here, or if he's just going to try to play around the zone again. I feel like he's wasting too many pitches trying to and not attacking the zone enough. If he wants to stay efficient and stay in this game, or maybe that's their plan. Maybe they're planning to go to Sasaki or somebody. But we'll see what happens here. Another fastball rides way high. This is middle. This is probably got to be a foot and a half, 2 feet above the zone there. Full count to Bo Bichette. Mm, not a competitive pitch. You can't pitch around him. You gotta try to get something going here. You gotta attack the zone, especially 3-2. Vlad on second. Vlad is not slow. Oh, Bull fells off a slider that went middle. And Blue Jays, this has worked out great for them because they've already got Yamamoto to 91 pitches. Looks like Robleski is warming up in the pen. I would not go to Robleski yet. Let's see Yamamoto get out of this inning. Oh, Yamamoto steps off, fakes a throw to second, goes right back to his belt to call a different pitch. He obviously didn't like whatever was going. Oh, looks like Varland's also warming up in the pen. That's interesting. I would expect them to stick with Gosman for a little bit longer, especially the last couple innings been efficient for him. Throws up and in on a splitter and walks Bo Bichette. So definitely not great. That's not what you want. So maybe Yamamoto's starting to lose the feel a little bit. He's still throwing 97, so it's not like he's that tired. So Blue Jays got 2 on, 2 outs. It's still 3-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the sixth. You have Dalton Varsho at bat. Let's see if Yamamoto continues to kind of dance from the zone or tries to attack him. Attacks him straight away with a splitter, kind of middle low. Also foul tips that one. Yeah, I don't know if it's Yamamoto losing his touch or if it's the pitch strategy they picked for today. But yeah, I don't. You really can't have him continue to dance the outside of the zone, potentially overthrow stuff and walk people. He needs to stay efficient. That's how you get him to go deep. Kind of like what Gossman's been doing. He's inducing contact, but it's weak contact. Here comes Yamamoto with a low splitter for ball one, so it's 1-1. That splitter really didn't look like it had that much movement on it either. It kind of fooled me at first. It looked like a four seamer until the graphic popped up on TV there. Let's see if he comes back to the splitter if he goes fastball here. Splitter outside, foul. So 1-2. So let's see if Yamamoto can get this out. And he's still got a good chance coming back in the seventh if he gets this out here. At 95 pitches, again, not unusual for him to go over 100. Here comes the 1-2 for Yamamoto. And there's a splitter low. Marshall swinging for it, completely misses it. Yamamoto gets out the inning with a strikeout. So despite letting some traffic get on base, to a Vlad double and a walk to Bo Bichette, another donut up by Yamamoto.
What up?
Oh, what's up, Eric?
What's up, man?
You have fun trick or treating today, or
No, actually,
funeral?
yeah, we were at a funeral,
Oh
so yeah,
no,
that's kind of dark turn.
on Halloween even. That's
I know, man. Yeah, yeah.
well. I'm sorry. I don't know who it is or if they're close to you, but sorry
It
about
was
your loss.
very close. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. It was our grandmother.
Oh man, yeah. I unfortunately know how that goes.
Yeah, man, like super close. That was like that was my second caregiver growing up, man. So
gotcha. Well, at
yeah.
least she
So, but
rest in
thank you. I
peace.
appreciate it,
She's
bro.
in a better place now.
Oh yeah, she definitely is, man. She was,
That's good.
you know how it is when you get old, man. You're always in pain, and well, you know how elderly are. She's in a lot of pain and
Well, I know.
stuff going on. So
I'm not even that old. I'm always in pain, so I can only imagine how that feels.
exactly. So just exponential that.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah,
So,
she's in a much better place. So
well, that's
thank
good.
you. I
That's all
appreciate it,
good.
man. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, to get you caught up, it is still 3-1 Dodgers. They had one inning
Yep,
of
we're watching.
Mookie scored a
Caught up.
Mookie drove runs in. Like if you can believe that.
Yeah. Hey, we were here. We were there. We were watching.
Okay.
We just haven't got it.
Okay. Yeah. So.
We did.
We just logged into the Discord, my
Okay.
brother.
So we'll see. We'll see if I'm curious to see if Yamamoto can keep. If he stays in for another
I hope
inning.
so. Yeah,
We were scared
he's
for a
looking
second.
good.
We were scared for a second. We
Yeah.
were worried we were gonna hop into the Discord at a bad time. Like, shit.
I know I had to stop because I was like, dude, oh, let me go into the chat, and then he threw a bad pitch, and I was like, oh shit, never mind. Let me stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it was yeah.
He's been kind of. Again, I don't know if he's losing his feel or if that's the way they're calling him to pitch. But he's been kind of outside the zone and no one was chasing, so his pitch count kind of jumped up all of a sudden those last couple innings. But
Mm, okay,
he's still making strikes when he needs them. So
but he's given up a few pitches that you're just like, eh.
yeah, I mean he's given up a couple walks. The hits he
Yeah,
got,
you got
Okay.
the double he just gave up to Vlad, that was just good hitting.
Yeah. That's the one where I said,
Yeah,
we got scared for a moment.
yeah, no, that was a great piece of hitting because that was I want to say
Yeah,
a
it was
curveball
great
diving
hitting.
outside the zone. It broke
Yep,
hard, and he just got the end of the bat on it. So I'll credit the Vlad Jr. for that one.
100%. Yeah,
Um,
totally.
That was a
the
good
walk
hit.
to the Bichette was somewhat unnecessary. He had three fastballs that were way high in the zone. I don't know why he kept going back to that fastball. If it's not, he hasn't landed it in a couple
Yeah,
innings.
exactly. Yeah, he's not landing it, so why keep going to it? I don't know.
So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, we really need the Dodgers defense or offense to put up more than 3 runs because Blue
See,
Jays could
yeah,
explode
totally.
anytime. You know, and Dodgers could explode too, but we just haven't seen that explosion since Game
Oh
Two.
yeah. We just well, you know how it is, man. We just need that one spark, and they get it going, like you said. They get that explosion.
Well, here comes Max Muncy.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope so. Yeah, come on, Muncie. Come on, Munchies.
He hasn't really done much offensively, but he had some. His first two at bats were really good as far as getting the count up and kind of seeing pitches. Last at bat, he kind of went down quick. And the Blue Jays went to Varland, which is a surprise. I thought Gossman would come back in because he was looking
Already?
really good. Yeah, he was looking
Yeah.
good last inning. So
I saw Varlin warming up, but I didn't think they were going to go to him in this inning
well, the
already.
Dodgers had Robleski warming up too, which is
Yeah, we saw him.
once you get some wood on that, but it goes
Oh,
straight
you're in the
to
future.
yeah, straight to what's the name in right
Never
field?
mind.
Oh, never mind.
Addison Barger.
Yeah, you're
I'm like brain farting on the names.
Barger.
One
Yosh.
second. Ready? Be ready. Okay? Be ready.
So up next at
Be
bat
ready.
is Kike Hernandez.
Okay.
Let's see if he can make anything happen.
Let's hope so. Keep good.
Just like I said, just gotta get that spark start. We need to see them get something going here. Get on base, take a walk, cheap single, blooper. Don't have to always hit for power, right?
Anything? No, anything. Right now, man. We'll take anything. Base hits.
Yep.
We just gotta beat up. We just gotta. Oh, we just gotta build on this lead.
Hold up.
That's all we need.
Yeah, don't feel comfortable with a 2-run lead against the Blue Jays.
Oh. One minute.
Está ahí.
Especially if
Oh,
Yamamoto,
yeah.
especially if Yamamoto's not going to last the whole game. I mean, I hope he comes in for the 7th. He's up around 90 pitches, so I mean, he can go over 100 easily. We'll see.
Yeah.
Kiki's worked a 2-2. Good for you. Now, what I was curious about too is, let's say
Yeah,
Tigers
still the
do
future.
hold on to win this game, right? Let's
It's
say
going to
they
them.
shut it down. Do you want to go to, let's say, Sasaki to try to finish out the game, or do you want to save him to use tomorrow if you win this game? Because tomorrow, like, honestly, you can do something crazy. They could do Otani for a couple innings, throw Glasnow behind him, and
Yeah,
still
yeah.
behind him, right?
You can do anything. I mean, you kind of have to.
Yeah, but if it's going to stay this tight going into the back of the game, Rookie being your kind of de facto closer, you kind of have to go to him, right? Which is why I want to see them put more offense. That way, you could throw in a Robleski, you could throw in our new hero Will Klein. You know,
Yeah.
3-2 to Kike,
No, David.
and a cold strike up in the zone on a fastball.
Makes for an intriguing decision that if they get to make
2 outs, nobody on for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th.
It's pressure. Why not? It's so freaking crazy, man. I it must be like you said, that lag. But my phone is more in the future than my TV.
Yeah, like
Even though it's YouTube TV.
like the Statcast is faster for some reason.
Dude, we were watching the game and I'm like, oh, you're in the future. So David tried to reset the TV, and then it was still bad. So I logged in on my phone and I'm like, okay, the phone is more in the future than the TV. So now I'm just like streaming the phone broadcast to the TV.
Oh, okay. Ooh, a big series
That's
for the
fucking
Dodgers.
hilarious, man. It's just crazy how this shit works. Come on, let's go.
High strike calling Tommy there.
There's that
knuckle curve. That thing kind of floated in there.
I'm looking.
2-2, full count.
No,
Tommy
I'm
with a
wait,
curveball.
come on.
Or changeup.
Okay. Ooh. Oh Lord.
Oh, Tommy connects, but not enough carry.
What
Good
behind the
development
game?
from Varsho in center. So unfortunately, another donut for the Dodgers.
Yeah, right.
I was hoping after that 3rd inning, when the offense turned it around, that'd be a sign of something good. But we're kind of back in that same zone where they're free swinging. I mean, they're taking longer at bats than they did the last 2 games, which is great. But they're not getting anything for it.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, we're still a little behind. But stream must be slower. Yeah.
Well, because I'm watching like cable TV, like straight broadcast. So.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, you got like the direct feed.
Yeah, because I don't want to run the stream because I'm streaming, through YouTube right now. So I don't want to have any hookups on my network.
Yeah, I get you. Totally get that. Is I don't know how it works, but like with the playoffs or World Series, like is it exclusively on Fox or does Spectrum also?
No, it's on Fox, but it's on like terrestrial broadcast nationally. So it's on TV channel, like just for us, standard channel 11, wherever Fox is.
Yeah, channel 11. Yeah. Local channel.
That's usually how it is for the playoffs. They'll
Yeah.
Granted, it was on cable also because I think the first round was what, TBS and Fox, or both rounds.
Yeah.
So we're TBS and Fox. So, but not Fox terrestrial, was Fox Sports.
No, Fox Sports. Like yeah.
So World
I mean,
Series,
I'm watching it on Fox Sports right now.
yeah. So Fox, the World Series typically is on standard TV, so everyone can
Yeah.
watch.
It's probably so it would be faster on standard TV on standard channel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just watch your streaming
Okay.
cable or what have you. Because streaming, you're going to be delayed no matter what.
Yeah, yeah.
So the streaming is essentially taking the TV broadcast and then porting it back. So according to my alerts, it looks like Robletsky is coming in for Yams. So
Totally makes sense.
That's a
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
interesting move. I would have
Hmm.
stuck with Yamamoto for another
Yeah.
inning,
So
or wait
at
till the
least
ninth
another.
or
Yeah,
something.
for sure, another inning.
Yeah. Robo's been pretty good though, so we'll see what happens. And he's gonna, at least Yamamoto got through, the Springer, Luke's, Guerrero part of the
Mhm.
lineup. So now we got Robletsky coming in to face Alejandro Kirk. And I imagine if it turns around to like the meat of their lineup, they might probably go to Sasaki or Will Klein or someone.
What the fuck?
That first pitch way high.
Hey, you're driving. Oh, what the hell? You're already back on the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how far behind I am.
Oh, okay. So
Holy crap!
Turn off the phone. Turn off the phone.
What in the world is here?
So 1-1 to Alejandro Kirk. Here comes the third pitch. Kirk fouls that one off. Looks like that was a four-seamer up and in. Yeah, four-seamer up and in. Moto's back in his little notebook or watching the iPad. Is he thinking he's gonna pitch tomorrow? I don't know. That's
Hey, might have to, man. Might have
if they
to.
make it tomorrow, it's all hands on deck. And Alejandro Kirk goes down.
Hey, exactly, man. Hey, as long as they make it tomorrow, I don't care what they do. They can do anything tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Doc's playing all hands on deck right now. He's like, you know what?
Yep, it needs to be.
Yep.
From here until hopefully 7, it needs to be all hands on deck.
Yep. Let's be honest, man. Ain't nothing more exciting than a Game 7 in baseball.
100%, man. Nothing.
Like you
nothing,
live
man.
and die in every pitch. It's gonna be hard to
I,
touch.
I don't know, man. I gotta say, hockey's up there. Hockey's up there. Game 7 in hockey's.
Oh, and the out at first.
Oof.
Not so much for me in hockey because hockey, it's like the action's pretty consistent. Whereas baseball, they make you wait.
Agreed. But there's that.
The ball gets popped up. You're like, oh crap. It's you have a lot of butt clenching.
I know, yeah, 100%. But you know what? But in hockey, there's still like in baseball, you still have the innings. So you have both sides are still going to do something. So yes, you can have a walk off, but you still have both sides having a chance. Whereas in hockey, it's like at any fucking moment, that's it. Like any instant, you know what I mean? But either way, like I know there's nothing like a game 7, that elimination. That's like winner take all. That's it. That's all for the marbles. Oh, come on.
Double. Yeah, he's in for a stand-up double. 2 outs.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. That's all right. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, I mean, you still got 2 outs.
Yep, exactly.
You still don't have to stress too much. Just throw some garbage in there. Maybe induce a ground ball. Robletsky's not really much a ground ball pitcher, though. He does tend to give a lot of fly balls. Maybe try to induce another strikeout, what have you.
Yeah, I mean, end of the day, the 2 outs, they're still at 3-1.
Just gotta put up donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
And pray that the offense, gives you some insurance.
Yeah. Let's just pray that they can put it to bed.
Well, good thing Robletsky is it's Jimenez up now, and Jimenez is again great defensively for them. They don't play him for his power. That's why he's been a 9-hitter the whole series. Not that he hasn't gotten some hits, but at least is the guy that you feel that he can probably attack and not have to stress too much.
Yeah.
The mound visit for Mark Prior. Oh, for those of us old enough to know the history of Mark Prior, I'm like, man, I hope whatever he tells him doesn't make his elbow explode. and Sasaki is warming up in the pen.
Okay.
So
I
they're
heard-
potentially going to make him go 2 innings, maybe 8-9.
That'd be nice.
Big first strike.
Go.
Though at the same time, it may just be preemptive. Sasaki being a starter traditionally, he does need a longer warm up. So they might let him just keep warming up into the 8th inning. If Robleski gets in trouble, he comes in, right? We'll see what they do. Because with this, Robleski faces 3 batter minimum, so you can pull him at any time. But he's got a quick 0-2 to Jimenez here. Let's see what he attacks him with here. Another foul ball. Another 4-seamer at 97.
Ooh, 97.
It's crazy watching modern pitchers just casually throw 97.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like old days we're watching guys just like straining, and it's like, oh, 95. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's attacking him as all. Well, he had one slider, but it's mostly 4-seamers right now. So he's coming at him with the heat. He's betting Jimenez can't catch up to it. He's probably trying to do some pop up or to get him swing out of his shoes. Ooh, there's a pop up. Nope, went foul. Yep, another 4-seamer. Up and in. Jimenez is fouling him off, hoping for either a mistake or something coming in off speed that he might have a shot at. Busky might be thinking the same thing. There's a slider off the plate. 2-2. That's a 2-2, 2 outs, man on second. Not quite deuce as well as Scully would have called it, so maybe it's just deuces. I don't know. He falls off another one, another 4-seamer inside.
Excellent.
All right, Busky, you got to finish this guy off. Let's see what you got here, man. He's got to pump another 4-seamer. I'm waiting for the delay to catch up.
Done. Let's go.
Here we go. That's how it's done.
Done.
There you go. So I was like, I didn't want to say anything. I was about to go, yeah.
Oh, my bad, dude. No, I had the thing on mute. I had the phone on mute. My bad. No, we got it. We got it.
Great punch out by Robleski. He's all fired up.
Woo!
Yep, we love
Clean.
that. That's what we need. Keep throwing up donuts.
Yep, exactly, man.
Make Homer Simpson
They
proud.
need
More
assignment.
donuts.
And Fingers crossing.
Let's see
It's
who's
good.
coming in for the Blue Jays. Are they going to stay with Varland, or are they going to switch it up to their pitcher? Let's see what happens here. Because we got Old Man, Miguel Rojas, Otani, and Will Smith coming up next for the Dodgers. The bottom of the 8th, or top of the 8th.
It's beautiful.
I gotta say too, like until recently, like I was kind of impressed by Fox the first, like, I don't know, 6 innings of the game. Like they were coming back well before the first pitch, or the pitch was thrown. I was like, oh, they learned their lesson. Then all of a sudden they come back from commercial break, and it's like it's that behind home plate view still. So I didn't even know what the pitch was. And then after that, the next commercial break, they come back, and it's like a drone shot for the first pitch. Like, what are you doing? Like, just show me the normal view, right?
What's up with these steak nuggets? Oh no.
Those things kind of terrify me because they can either be really good or just like rubber.
No, seriously,
from a
look.
fast food place. You
No.
know?
I just saw a video of a grown, like 50-year-old man at an Arby's with a pyramid of these steak nuggets.
Ugh.
And he looks at the person who's recording him, and then he starts rubbing his tummy like he knows he's being recorded. He's like, yep, this is me. This is what I'm doing.
I will say though, man, like if you had to pick any fast food chain that made a surprising comeback, gotta be Arby's.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
Oh,
tried
yeah.
it, but that venison sandwich they had, delicious.
Man,
I've never tried Arby's.
I had some stuff. I haven't had Arby's in a while, but
They're not that many
so
around
I
us. That's
remember.
why. Like they're not that prevalent in Southern California, so we don't really see.
No,
too
no,
many.
no. But I know I had Arby's. I think the first time I had Arby's was in New York. Man, I was when I was in the military, and I was in upstate New York, and I had Arby's for the very first time. I didn't even have one of their regular, standard roast beef sandwiches.
Oh,
I had like one of their like market fresh, I don't know, turkey sandwich. I don't remember what it was. It was like some kind of like turkey club, and that thing was delicious.
yeah.
And I just remember
that
thinking to
was.
myself, God damn, why have I not been to Arby's?
And they came back middle first pitch again.
Uh,
Good job, Fox. And Rojas pops up. But yeah, I mean that. They've always had the roast beef, which people either love or hate it, right? And it is Verlander
yep,
pitching, by the way. But once they started doing like those market fresh sandwiches and like the fish and stuff, like
dude, yeah.
really got it. Like those are delicious,
Yeah, no, because it's like the it literally tastes fresh. It tastes
Yeah.
like it came from a deli,
Yeah, it's a good
and
sandwich.
you don't
And the
and you don't
price is-
expect that
and the
from a fast food.
the
Exactly,
price is
100%.
pretty
The
good too. Yeah.
price point is great,
Oh,
and now they got all these like Wagyu hamburgers and
We're going back. What is
well,
going on?
well, that's like Carl's Jr. always does different fancy burgers, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna get the Western every time.
right. It's either, for me, it's either I'm gonna get a superstar or I'm gonna get a Western.
Yeah,
And I'm
Superstar's
not.
good too. So it looks
Yeah, but
like
I'm just saying if I
Varland's
don't feel like the onion rings and barbecue sauce, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
looks like Varland's out, and they're bringing in Fluharty to face
Damn, a
Otani
fucking
or walk him. I don't know. we know how they like to do things. I just walk people or walk Otani.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, Otani. A solo shot here would be really great. Just saying.
Yeah.
Please, please,
Would really appreciate
can we
it.
have one?
Yeah, it'd be pretty funny if they intentionally walked him too.
I mean, that's kind of been their MO for most of the time, but
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially now in this situation, right?
like I'll laugh my ass off if it's like we saw Otani walk up, we see the new pitcher coming in, we have this long ass commercial break, and we wait, we come back,
Yeah.
and they walk Otani. All right,
Yeah, intentional walk.
Yeah, all that build up for nothing.
Like no, but that would honestly be another thanks, Fox. You're fucking great.
Yeah.
Best broadcast ever.
Well, like I said, I wonder if it's like their football crew doing this. Like they're too obsessed with like graphics and weird cut-ins and
Yes.
like it sounds weird to tell this people, but baseball doesn't have the delays that football does.
No, it doesn't. It definitely does not.
Like people who watch on TV
Like-
don't understand. You watch football in person, it's honestly pretty boring because there's so much dead time.
In person is.
Yeah. On TV, it's great because you get replays, you get people talking about it, whatever, so you don't notice that it's like, 5 seconds of play followed by a minute of
And
nothing.
then like about 2 minutes of like resetting and
Yeah.
getting the formations
Yeah,
back.
Walking around.
You know,
yeah.
I'll be honest though. I will say that watching a football game and drinking, enjoying the camaraderie is a lot better than watching ads in between plays.
But
That's
no,
one
but
thing.
that's any sport
Yeah,
in
any
person.
sport, any sport
That's
you
not.
go to watch.
That's just not that. No,
in
but
person
no,
is
we were
is
talking.
for the
No,
people.
no. We were talking about baseball versus football type of thing. No, but absolutely, any game in person, period, is better. I mean, well, I don't know about any game, but most.
Yeah, like for example, like football, I definitely prefer on TV because there's not as much dead time. Golf, I definitely prefer on TV than watching it.
Yeah, I definitely prefer on TV. Yeah, I'm not going to watch golf.
Yep. Baseball, it's both. Like you get more action on TV, but in person, it's just cool to be there.
You know what? I appreciate that on TV you can see different angles. You
Yeah.
can see like the
can
different plays. You
replays.
can see replays. Yeah, of course. But there does nothing beats seeing it in person. Nothing
Oh,
beats
yeah.
the atmosphere. Being around with fellow fans, being around with and watching the actual player doing it right in front of you.
Yeah, no
with
doubt.
your own eyes.
1-2, just an update here real quick. They are pitching.
And my dog wants to join the chat too.
Which dog is it this time?
Oh, basically, I got a doodle now.
Ah,
Yeah, Troy passed away a few years ago.
I heard that, but I didn't know for sure. So
Yeah, he did. He
I was
passed
thinking,
away.
about
Like,
the other day because me and Callie went up to Bishop to go fishing.
oh
We
man,
were
yeah.
talking about
I
that.
remember
We brought
the.
Troy up here too, and he was like,
He
going
loved it,
crazy up
man.
there in the mountains.
Yeah, dude, that
Oh, and
was his
Otani
that.
gets that one. Is it gonna drop? Is it gonna
Oh,
drop? Against the
oh,
wall. In for a
yes,
stand-up double.
yes,
There's
something.
life. There is life. With one out. And coming up next at bat, that's right. You heard it here
There
first.
we go.
It's America's catcher, Will Smith. Just a nice piece of hitting. That was low. I mean, it was in the
Yeah, that was
zone. That
nice.
was low. All right, here
It was
comes Will.
very
See if
low.
he can stack some damage on. All he needs a base hit. Oh, they walked Will. He's on first base already.
What?
Yeah, yeah, they intentionally walked his ass. All right then.
Oh,
There we go.
Yep.
there we go.
Here
Let's
comes Freddie.
go, boys.
That's probably to keep the double play in place.
Yeah, it
So
is.
come on, Freddie. All we need is a long fly. A single will be even better.
Oh, please, please.
I am confused by the Blue Jays going to Fluharty here. Varlin kind of had him fooled the whole time, but
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? They
Fleury's not
already went to
bad,
Fluharty?
but I think it was the second game or was the third game. They got to him. You know, they were getting to him. Last game he looked pretty good, but that was in the Dodgers offense. So I mean, I could have probably struck him out. Come on, Freddie.
Come on, Freddie.
Oh, and he flies out. Not too bad.
Come on. No.
Yeah, we got Sunday third.
Yeah, he got Sonny third, though. No?
Nope.
He didn't make it to third?
No. It was way too short.
Oh, yeah, too short. Fuck.
So now we're first and second, 2 outs, top of the 8th for Mookie Betts.
Mookie.
Mookie's went for 3. He has 2 RBIs today, so 2 out of 3 runs are thanks to Mookie. So let's see if he can keep that momentum going. Flaharty's mostly throwing kind of in the zone. He's trying to induce contact. That'll be interesting to see. Oh, Dominguez warming up. That's another interesting move. Not a bad move, though.
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep it tight. They're hoping their offense can come back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mookie. Could this be Mookie's moment?
Yep, he came in clutch earlier. Let's see if he comes in clutch again.
I mean, if you get a long single here, Will Smith is not slow for a catcher. He's actually pretty quick. Otani for sure will score on a single from second.
Oh yeah, Smith's a great runner.
That's my contention that Will Smith's one of the best catchers in the league. Is he's more of a complete player as a catcher. Not always a catcher.
Exactly.
He's quick on the base pass, great hitter, can hit for power, doesn't always hit for power. Calls a good game.
Yep.
Of course, we're a
I
little
couldn't have
biased
said it better.
because that's our dude.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
But he's very, very well balanced as a catcher, offensively and defensively. Another commercial break for another pitching change. Dominguez is coming in. Fluharty is out. That was quick. I'm surprised they're using so many arms so quickly.
They might be trying to just get them out, get warmed up for Game 7 because they kind of already know how this is going to end.
It's never over. I mean, with their offense, all you can do is hold the Dodgers back, try to keep throwing up donuts, and hope your offense can come back to score 2 or 3 runs, which is entirely possible for them, right? Especially if it goes to extras, even being the home team, they get the last at bat, right?
Yeah.
So anything can happen. Granted, at least we're not in the stupid regular season man on second rules, you know. It's standard extra innings rules for the postseason. So that just drives me up a wall seeing that Manfred runner every time. I get that it makes the game faster, but it's just like, oh. see the Dodgers get some insurance runs and try to hold on to force a Game 7. That's what we're all praying for. Come on, Mookie. Time to turn it around and be the postseason hero again. And I haven't updated the box score. I just realized. Let me do this again. Another hit for the Dodgers. A couple more hits for the Blue Jays. And we are updated.
Get these replays going and let's watch some baseball.
All right, Mookie. 1 for 3 with a 2-run single in the third. Ooh, Sasaki is still warming up in the pen. He took that straight looking. Was that a slurve, a sweeper? I forget what they call that. Not quite a slider, not quite a curveball, somewhere in between.
A slurve. What the?
Way outside. 1-1.
Super outside.
Yep. That was in the opposing. That was the opposite batter's box, pretty much.
Mhm. That was outside the opposing batter's box.
Right. Mookie pops
Or
one
like in the middle of it.
Four-seamer. That was a strike all the way, so he had the swing of that one. Just got under it. All right, Mookie, come on. Here comes the 1-2. Ooh, way outside again. 2-2.
Really? Oh, okay.
Here we go. It's 2-2. 2 men on, 2 outs. The deuces are wild. It's finally happened.
Next. Oh, no.
swing.
That's out.
No swing. Outside.
No swing. No.
Full
Outside.
count.
Thank you. Yep. That was close. Good check, though.
Yeah, Dodgers and
Freaking
check
hell.
swings are not a.
Yeah, right? They're not the best of friends
See,
here.
Dominguez tries to pump the zone, or is he going to keep trying to get Mookie to chase here? Let's see what he does. And that is ball 4 for a walk.
Oh, there we go. Bases loaded. Holy shit.
Bases loaded, 2
Yeah, but
outs.
with 2 outs. I know. And yeah. Hey, you guys need to shut up. It's
so now-
spicy.
Well, so now
Stop
you can,
jinxing what our Dodgers do.
now you can.
Hey, we're being realistic.
If Dominguez is going to be kind of all over the zone,
Yeah.
you may try to take some and try to force a walk.
Oh, that'd be great. A force walk. Ooh, yeah, a force run.
Problem is Teoscar at bat, and that guy's going to swing at everything. So.
Yeah, he just swung at that shit that he should not. Why did you swing at that?
Because it's Teoscar.
Come on, Theo Oscar.
0-3 for 3 strikeouts tonight.
Theo Scar.
There you go. He didn't swing at that one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, another one. It would have been 2-1 right now.
Instead of 1-1. Yep.
2-0 right now. Yeah. I'm going to be the hero.
Well, Dominguez
No.
knows he's chasing, so I don't throw him anything if he's chasing like that.
Nope.
Nope, there again, swinging on the that's a way inside
I-
fastball he swung at.
Come on. It would have been 3-0. Come on.
That was ball out of hand, so that's.
Yeah. Come
Now,
on.
does he just stand there and take the next one? We'll see. Dominguez gonna try to punch him out here, or he's gonna try to induce swing. Oh, time.
Oh.
Kurt called time, I guess.
Okay. Experience.
And Teoscar goes down swinging, as expected.
Another one that's outside.
Yep.
Freaking hell. This guy sucks.
Teoscar is not
He's a
been
biter.
good this
I
postseason.
know. He bites. He bites.
But you know, it's risk. It's risk versus reward because
I know. He puts up numbers. I know he does. I know.
Let's mute it. Let's mute it. Mute the ad.
But
Hate ad. Please.
Freaking annoying. Stop trying to be the damn hero and just get us grow the freaking lead here. Ah,
He could have walked
honestly,
on more pitches there. That's what's frustrating.
I would have taken a freaking bunt.
He had
No, I'm kidding.
four
No, I
pitches that were not in the zone, and he swung at 3 of them.
No, none. That would have been that would have been what you said, a forced run.
Yep. But I mean, that's they have his number. He's been chasing for the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
looks like it is, according to the app, Sasaki's coming in for Robleski. So we'll see if they're going to try to get Sasaki to give us a 2-inning save. And Sasaki has either been completely lights out or he gets touched up a little bit. I mean, it's kind of either.
Yeah.
He's like a flip a coin. Let's see which one comes.
Yeah, it's one of those times where it's just like, yeah, I wish the boys would have given the offense would have given us a little bit more of a cushion.
And to add further insult to injury, Teoscar Hernandez, who went down like a chump in that last at bat.
Yeah.
Andy Pajes replaces right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. That's right, Teoscar.
Great.
Replacing you with Andy Pajes, who's been off the roster for 2 games.
Yeah. Yay!
Honestly, I almost think you put Alex Call in. I mean, Alex Call is great at working at bats. Because Pajes is. I mean, at least Pajes has been making contact. He hasn't done anything offensively, but he's been getting wood to ball.
Well, and remember, to Pajes' credit, he's been running up that pitch count.
Not as much as Alex Call though. So
but still, he's been running it up a bit. I mean, he's gotten some high pitch numbers.
He's been fouling them off, but it's just nothing's landing. So
yeah.
But that's not important right now because now we're into the bottom of the 8th with Roki Sasaki. Alexa, play what's that song? Bailalo Roki. They keep playing for him. I should put up since he's coming in. I'll change the image. Which Roki should I use? Should I use Cholo Roki again? Yeah, why not?
Do it.
Let's do both Cholo Roki and Yakuza Roki together. There you go. David, see that one yet? I love that picture.
Nope, I haven't.
It'll be on.
I don't think we've been on the actual YouTube channel this time.
Come on, Roki.
Maybe.
Do Japan proud. That was not a ball. That was a strike, homie. That was a.
Exactly. Yep.
That was.
He got robbed.
Even without Statcast, that was in the zone. What the heck? Oh, brushed him back in. But if you're gonna hit somebody, might as well be George Springer.
I feel like I feel like Springer is just a magnet for pitches.
Well, I mean, the whole cheating thing.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Roki is now 2-0. Let's see what he can do. Beautiful strike. Right at the top of the zone.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, 100.
Perfectly positioned. Right in the corner.
Perfect. God.
Right.
There's Pajes chilling in left field. Another high fastball. 100 again. He's coming with the heat. He's
coming with that heat. I love it.
Yep. Got Springer 2-2.
I can't believe he's throwing balls 100 some miles an hour, man. It's freaking insane.
Oh, that sneaks past Freddie.
Come on, no!
That was a splitter. Splitter inside. Just got a piece of it.
That is the look of a desperate man.
Not even a bad pitch.
No, great pitch.
That was like an emergency. That's like a swinging bunt, essentially.
Exactly. It's just a really lucky hit. Wow.
Just got Freddie out of position. Freddie was off the bag because Springer typically pulls a little more. So that's why a swinging bunt got him in there. So here comes Roki again. Grooves in another one at 98. But for a ball. Like I said, this is the top of their order. So you get through this, you gotta like your chances, but you gotta get through these guys first and get out of the inning. Now, what would be interesting to find out is if Roki only goes this inning, because if you only have him go this inning, then you save him for tomorrow, having only pitched one inning, right? You potentially can bring him in if you need to. If you have him
Yeah.
go two, if his pitch count gets pretty high, you kind of lose him for tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. It really depends on if he can get out of the inning, if he gets the quick outs here. Again, being a starter, he can throw a lot. It's just back to back is a little tough. Do the Blue Jays fans not know any other chance except for that?
No, they don't know any.
And the
They
Oregon
don't know
plays
any.
one song. So he's 3-1 to Lukes. He's trying to make him chase, which is not. Again, this has been the Dodgers' MO with their pitching so far. The Blue Jays don't chase; they need to attack the zone more. So let's see what he does here. Pumps in a strike at a 98 again. And that was another four-seamer. And he pops up a four-seam high.
Ah, there we go.
Right
Come on,
there.
get it.
Yep.
There we go.
Springer stays at first. And here comes the big dog. All right, Roki, need to attack.
Hmm.
Ooh, nice. Nice splitter in for a strike.
Yeah. Yep.
Same release point as his fastball. So he had Vladdy turning around on that one. He thought it was going to be a fastball inside, but it stayed in the zone. That splitter went a little low inside.
Hey, what's the YouTube channel link again, man?
Oh, let me send it to you in the Discord here.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Give me 1 second here. And this umpire is not calling those strikes. Again, that was right in the corner there. Not giving it to him.
These umpires have been acting up all series. I mean, I've seen too many examples.
It's a new crew.
They were getting them earlier, but they're not getting them right now, which is interesting. So I'm surprised that suddenly that's not a strike. It's been a strike all game.
Yeah, right.
That's
Now,
got a
now all of a sudden
stinky
it's
ink.
I don't know, man. Those parlays must be kicking in.
We saw what happened in the NBA, man. You know, at least he got Vlad
Hey,
splitter there. Out of
I have.
Wow,
It sucks, but I wouldn't have any doubt that someone would be.
There's a ball.
Oh, that was close. So close.
He's dug himself into a hole now. Come on, Rookie.
Oof.
Yep. Come on.
Walked him. So now you got Bo Bichette coming up now. Here comes Mark Pryor to talk to him. I don't even want to blame Roki for that because he had two 3 balls called or 3 strikes called for balls so far this inning.
Mhm.
But even Smoltz is saying that it's a bad sign.
Damn, Smoltz. Come on. No.
Maybe hop back in.
Here comes a 1-0 from rookie. That's for a big swinging strike, 97. See if Rook can get out of the inning. Oh, he popped that one up. And it's shallow. No one's advancing. Mookie catches it in fair ground.
There we go.
2 outs. Almost out of the inning.
Almost. Come on, let's get out of this.
Here comes Dalton Varsho, who's 0 for 3 with a K today.
No. No.
And Mookie ran far to catch that one.
Yeah. At least he got it. But yeah, he had to take a journey.
Yep, he had that one all the way though. He had his eyeballs on it. He tracked it. Luckily that they have that kind of cutout for foul territory there, so Blue Jays field worked to their advantage. No, gets away from Will. Nope, no one advances. There's a 1. Come on, rookie, you can get out of it, buddy. But who does he stay in for the 9th? That's the question now. He's at 22 pitches, not crazy. But do you wonder if he gets better his second outing, or do you try to save him for tomorrow? He's pumping 100 again. That was a ball, but
There
he's
we
in the double
go.
digits again.
Nice.
Yeah, he's kind of hovering around 97, 98 for a while, which I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. He's got to convert them into strikes, not balls.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to throw that spur give him chase, and it's not working.
Yeah.
2-1.
Come on, I know.
I talked about this the other day. Like, this is what happens when you're always behind, or you can't get a sizable lead. Your pitchers always pitch scared, essentially, right?
Yeah.
They can't pitch free because they can't give up anything. Straight to Rojas. Quick out to first. Dodgers
Yes.
survive.
Freaking hell. Yay.
Blue Jays
Woo.
get... What was that?
Let's go, boys.
Was that 2 hits for the Blue Jays there? Oh, 1 hit for the Blue Jays. So that's 7 hits, but another donut. Dodgers definitely playing with fire.
Yeah, totally.
All right, this is your last chance for some insurance. You'd love to see another run or 2 here, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, you're through the heart of the Blue Jays lineup now.
Yep. So let's just stab through that motherfucker and let's
see what the Dodgers can do, because we have
close it out.
Kike, and Edman up next. At least it's not Hernandez, Teoscar. Teoscar could have just stood there and walked in a run there, but he couldn't do it. By the way, since we have time to kill, let me tell you about something dumb I did. Not dumb, but funny to me the other day. So, as you know, I have my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I can't really cook anything right now because I'm one-handed. So let me order some And I don't want to spend the crazy amount of money on Grubhub because it's like $50.
Wait, so you fucked up your right shoulder?
Yeah, my
Oh,
my dominant arm. Yeah, so
yeah.
essentially left-handed
You're
right now.
dumb.
So I was like, let me order
That's
some
terrible.
frozen food because it's cheaper. I could just nuke that, right?
Yeah, you can just duke
And
it and
so I was going on Amazon looking at they do fresh grocery delivery, right? So it's even easier for me. I don't even have to go out because I can't drive right now. And I was cruising this frozen food. I found my favorite, which is like this butternut squash ravioli thing that's delicious and healthy-ish. And then
yeah.
I was cruising. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen these in forever, which was the frozen White Castle sliders.
Oh my God.
I was like, I have not seen these in a minute. I haven't had one in a long time. Actually, last time I had White Castle slider was actually on the East Coast at a White Castle.
Yeah, same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I would appreciate a frozen White Castle burger
Well, see, back in the days, that's all we had, right? Because I had never been to the East Coast. They had
yeah.
them. They were
Of
always
course.
at like Costco or Vons or Lucky's had them. They were super
Oh my
cheap.
God, yeah. Costco would
So
have
I'm
them.
like, you know what? I'm gonna try some of these, and I got them yesterday. And I'm like, I haven't had one of these forever. And you know what?
Yeah,
They changed the instructions before you just nuked it in the plastic. Now they
yeah.
want you to wrap it in toilet paper, flip it upside down, do all this stuff to try to make it better. And honestly, it worked. And I was like, man, that it
Huh,
still tastes like a White Castle slider. That kind of weird,
interesting.
greasy, flavor that it has, with onions.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That I probably won't order these a ton more, but that definitely
Yeah, right. But
it hit the spot.
it hits that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hit
exactly.
that spot,
Man,
and
it's the weirdest things I know, man. Like
well,
I had White
it's like
Castle and I was like, this isn't great, but it hits the spot.
right. There's just something about it.
Yeah, there was just something about it. But in the only time I ever had it was on the East Coast. I
Now,
never
what I
had it
did
out.
enjoy, I think it was White Castle. There's another like copycat restaurant on the East Coast too. They had the
Oh,
same sliders.
crystals.
Yeah, but it was like fried chicken sliders. Those were amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those I could smash. Like those are great.
Oh man.
And once he's done, O2 in a hurry.
Yeah.
Back to baseball. But it's like sometimes you just have the craving and it hits a spot like Jack in the Box tacos.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like they're
It
terrible
is.
for you.
You know it's horrible. You
Yep.
know it's not good,
Yeah.
but you just want it. Dude, I have the same. It's Jack in the Box tacos, and I hate to say it. Sometimes even Taco Bell, man. I don't want. It's not good.
Now
It's
Taco
not
Bell for
nutritious.
me, it's the go-to's been the Crunch Wrap most of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll get those Doritos tacos, man.
Well, I haven't tried that yet. Like I keep missing it
Oh
because
my
they're around.
God. You don't know what you're missing, brother. You don't know what you're missing. If you like nacho cheese Doritos, ah, and you like the tacos, that is like
I may have to try
yeah,
that out. Like I go to Taco
it
Bell
is
like
like
once
the
a week.
love child of two worlds, man. Honestly, I don't even fuck with Taco Bell that much, but it's those damn tacos that got me back into like those late night Taco Bell cravings. And I know it's horrible.
Ooh.
It's not good for my tummy and it's not good for anything else,
So
but it hits the spot.
Muncie goes down swinging on five
He
pitches. So
starts out.
not ideal.
Come on, Munchie. Ah.
Up next is Kike Hernandez, who everyone keeps telling me, oh, is Senor Octobre. Well, let's see him do something here. Let's get some dudes on
Yeah,
base.
come on, Senor Octubre, because Octubre is about to be over today.
Yep. This is the last day of October. Does it
Yeah,
start tomorrow
exactly.
then?
He better make up for the rest of the month.
See, for me, if I'm looking for junk Mexican food around me, the closest one to me is actually Del Tacos. That's usually where I go.
And Del Taco is a spot though, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's just a complete. It looks like Taco Bell, and I'm not comparing the two because they're different.
Yeah.
Like the meat takes different. Del Taco's meat ingredients are better. They're cleaner.
And
They're
the
way
low
more
key good thing to get at Del Taco, which is weird, is the cheeseburger.
burger.
Yeah.
Yep, those cheeseburgers,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what it is.
I remember the craziest. I'm just like, how the hell are cheeseburgers from Del Taco
So good,
this
right?
good?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And
like I remember we'd be having install days at RSR, and it's like
Yep.
we're over here ordering food from Del Taco, and most of it was burgers and fries instead of tacos.
All right, 1-2. Kicker Nas down 1-2. Let's see if he can pull something off here. Oh, goes down swinging on a terrible pitch outside. Yeah, he was trying too hard there. He's swinging for the fences on that one. All right. Dodgers' last chance at something in this inning is Tommy Edman.
Oh, come
If
on, man.
he
We
can get
got
on base, Otani's in the hole. Oh no, in the Rojas will up next. Not Otani. Sorry. So you have to get through Tommy and Rojas if you want a chance at Otani getting up there, and you know they're gonna walk Otani anyways.
yep. No, yeah, we know that.
And Tommy drives one to left field, but it's foul.
Yeah.
Solid contact, but didn't go anywhere. Come on, boys. It's force of game 7, so we can all stress out tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
It'll be like 2
Well,
hours of just heart attack.
I want to stress out now and not today and not be sad today. I'm already sad enough, man.
Right?
We need some happiness.
Mm-hmm. And Kelly's missing this because he's at Halloween Horror Nights. What is he, a woman?
Oh, so he's out there getting screamed at or
He's
whatever.
like a teenage girl. Come on, man.
Yeah, he is. It's okay.
Actually, Halloween Horror Nights is pretty fun. If you've never gone.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
But it's like, for me, like doing it once is enough, you know?
And that's what I was about to get at. Once it becomes a like I go all the time, then it's like
Well, same for like the haunted house at the Queen Mary. That's cool, but like I saw it once, I have to see it again, you know?
Yeah, but you know, this is not a negative or anything, but you know, Callie likes to go to Disneyland, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's
he's a theme park guy. I'm not. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, so it's like he likes that type of thing. I'm like you, man. I was like, I do it once and I'm good.
Well, I don't think I've been to Disneyland in over 10 years, maybe 12.
Oh, same. I think the last time I went to Disney was with David when he was like 7 or something like that.
And then grounds out to second base.
Come on.
So Blue Jays put up a donut, going to the bottom of the 9th. Blue Jays are 3 outs away. Dodgers are 3 outs away from forcing game 7.
Yes.
Coming in. Are we gonna stick with Roki, or are they gonna try to do something crazy?
We'll see.
Roki's been through his minimum, so you can put him in, see if he gets a couple outs. If he gets in trouble, then you might go to someone else. But knowing Doc, I think he rides Roki. He's like, look, I already put him in. We probably aren't gonna be able to use him tomorrow. Let's see if he can close it out, right?
Yep, let's hope so.
Starter. You know, the start of the first.
It would be great if he could close it out.
Yep.
Wait, what?
I was hoping to see Dodgers offensive turnaround today. We didn't see it in the third. Well, I mean, both teams scored in the 3rd inning, and that was it. So it was a combination of great pitching and offensive ineptitude from both teams today. Blue Jays did put up 7 hits, though, so I will give that to them. So they were definitely getting guys on base or getting their hits, but they just couldn't capitalize. Dodgers only have 4 hits, and most of those came in the 3rd inning. So, I mean, still not great for the Dodgers offense. They're really going to have to lean on pitching. Like I said, they force game 7 tomorrow. If we get there, I'm not going to call it. Glasnow's been known to give a couple solo shots here and there. Not for not going deep, but all hands on deck. Like I said, maybe you open with Otani. Then Glasnow comes in the 2nd or 3rd inning, right? Try to get some length out of him. Hell, even throw in Blake Snell if you have to at that point. He's been.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man! They got to throw in everybody at this point. What is it? What is it? You remember from Dodgeball? It was like, last something of the season, Cotton. You got to throw it all out there. I don't remember what. Oh no, wait, what? No, that wasn't. Fuck, no, that was wasn't that Waterboy?
It looks like Sasaki is staying in. And Blue Jays have coming up Kirk, Barger, and Clement, with Jimenez the 4th batter if it gets to that point. Yep. So it is the bottom of the Blue Jays lineup. Barger's the biggest threat out of those 4. Kirk is not a high average guy. He's a power guy, so we'll see if Roki can make it happen with a 2-run lead here. It always cracks me up when they show the dugout, because it's like the fans are all super nervous, but then they look at the dugout and everyone's like, eh.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting, like professionals and fans, right? Like the players don't hate
each
other. Yeah. They don't stress out.
No, yeah. Professionals like, we've been through here before. We know what this is. Fans are like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Rookie's first pitch to Kirk here. Grooves in a four-seamer at 99, so he's still throwing gas. Let's see what the stat cast is. That exactly 99, or was it like 99.8 or some shit like that? You know, 98.7. So it wasn't actually 99.
Oh,
And he's got 2 strikes on the
this
board.
one's 98.
Glasnow is warming up.
Oh wow.
Roll.
Oh, and he hits Kirk.
No. Oh no! Why would you do it? You had an 0-2. Ah.
What was that pitch? Oh, I threw the splitter. That's why he wasn't throwing a fastball that time. He just lost a grip on it. Oh, that's not good. You're going through, and now you're going to face the best part of this back in the lineup, which is Barger. So let's see if they can keep things in shape here. Looks like someone's coming in the run for Kirk. Oh, Miles Straw. Oh, Justin Dean's in too. I didn't even notice that. Justin Dean comes in to take out Tommy Edman. Defensive specialist Justin Dean. I think he's having that bad all season. He's just coming in on defense at the back end of the games all the time. So let's see if Rookie can take care of Barger here.
Let's hope so.
Goes in another fastball at 98. Fouled that one off.
Go.
There's a splitter outside. That splitter's not landing, Rookie. You guys can't keep calling it. I'm not fooling anybody, and it's not staying anywhere near the zone. That was a ball out of hand. Oh, there's another splitter, but this one landed in the zone. And it is foul. So 1-2 to Barger. Oh no, that was a four-seamer. Looked like a splitter.
Okay.
Called a four-seamer. Okay. Let me see if he goes back to the splitter again, though. He's not landing it again. That's what makes me nervous. That's all. Let's see. He hit Kirk on a splitter. The splitter's been out of the zone. Kind of sucks though, because that's one of his out pitches.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if he tries to groove on a fastball and try to spot one to get him to either strike out or pop out. Another splitter out of the zone. See? Got him 2-2. Do not throw the splitter if you can't land it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to walk in this guy, and that's not what you want with no outs. Gotta get outs. Come on, Rookie. Do it for all the Cholos.
For all the chongos.
Oh, stuck in the wall.
Oh, what?
That's a dead ball.
Yep. Hey, great. Dead ball. Nope.
Dead ball.
Nope. Get your ass in there. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, I'm just pointing dead ball.
Yep.
Yep. Dead.
But still counting as a double.
Yeah, it's gonna count as a double. So it's basically essentially a ground rule double, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a four-seamer up in the zone, so that was not a great
Oh.
pitch.
Their body language the whole time is hilarious. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. Look at me. My arm's in the air.
Well, they're calling for umpire. Look at it.
Of course. Yeah. They have to get the judgment there.
Are they going to change runner placement here, trying to say only made it you'd only be a single, not a double?
Mm.
Not good because again, like I said, you're through the bottom of their order. You had to get those outs because if you got Clement up next, and then Jimenez, who's not really doing much, but then you go right back to George Springer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the deal. Someone just getting it anyway. And then we don't want to sell that. I mean, we don't want a beer.
Looks like rookie's coming out. Who's coming in? Tyler Glasnow. Which Tyler Glasnow is it going to be? Dominic Tyler Glasnow, who's unhittable, or the Tyler Glasnow who always gives a solo shot? Still feel bad for Roki because that last inning, he essentially got 3 strike called for balls. Well, let's see what Glasnow can do. If he can close out this game, or if we're not going to get a Game 7. This is a bad time for me to have to take a leak. But we're here to the bitter end. Whether that's today or tomorrow.
All right.
But again, I think of the Teoscar at bat. All he had to do was stand there. He took 4 balls and struck out. Let's see what Tyler Glasnow could do. It is full. We are full clinch, everybody. Let me update that box score.
Full clinch.
I think they got to put one more hit up for the Blue Jays. Dodger offense again today remains pretty ineffective, which is a little upsetting, to put it lightly. All right, Glasnow. Remember, you can't even give a base hit here. You gotta just get outs. There's a pop up. Oh, that's a great start. 1 pitch, 1 out. There you go.
There we go. Yes.
Got him free swinging on that one.
Freaking hell. Yeah, finally.
Here comes Jimenez. Yeah, that was, you got him right at the taper of the bat, so that ball wasn't going to go anywhere even if he squared it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that came in a little high. That's a ball 1. With George Springer on deck. The cheater.
Oh, yeah, cheating bastard.
Oh, and there goes a pop right to Kiki Hernandez. And he gets him at second for the double play.
Yes,
the game is over.
Yes, get out of here. Bye.
Beautiful play.
Yes, sir.
Runs into the ball, gets the catch, and the throw to second base for the
Yes, I
second
love
out.
it. I love it.
Not your
Freaking
traditional
great.
double play, but look at that. Running in hard,
I will take it.
the transition. Yep,
Oh,
he got
look
him
at
out at
that. Yep.
second. Oh my God.
Amazing.
Ladies and
Love
gentlemen,
it.
Game 7 is on its way.
Beautiful. Game 7 is on the way.
Oh, yeah, he's dead to rights. There's no way you're challenging that.
Let's freaking go. What's up,
Seriously.
Kelly?
Oh, look who showed up at just the right moment.
I know, right? It just shows up to gloat at the last moment.
Are you still at Knott's Berry Farm?
Universal.
Or Universal?
Oh, Universal, yeah. Halloween Horror
Game
Nights.
7
Yeah.
tomorrow. On a
Let's
crazy
go.
play. So it flew
I came-
to left
I
center.
came-
Kike ran in hard.
Yeah, I
to
came out of the
grab
line and saw the.
and
He just came out of a haunted line.
Gun to the second for the second out. It was Tyler Glasnow comes in,
Yeah.
records
Kike with
3
the double
outs
play.
on 3 pitches, pretty much.
So that confirms tomorrow is
Yeah.
full. No,
Oh,
not
only
bullpen. What
thing
is
I
it?
would want
Starter.
there's a different pizza is,
Otani as a starter?
like one of the normal Domino's pizza with the garlic crust,
Oh,
with a
Glasnow-
parmesan, with a
Glasnow
parmesan,
only going
garlic
meat
parmesan.
wise.
We're getting a pan and a New York style.
garlic parmesan sauce.
I'm sorry.
David,
Instead,
David,
no.
David.
But if we're doing pan, it's pepperoni,
David.
and if we're doing free New York pepperoni, it's fine too.
Dude, I don't need to hear about pizza right now. We're trying to talk baseball. I'm gonna mute you. Okay? But yeah, so yeah, I mean, Glasnow only threw like 4 pitches, maybe 3, 2 pitches. Sorry,
Yeah.
not even 3, 2
Oh, okay.
pitches.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking maybe Otani start backed up by Glasnow. Rookie went
Yep.
1 1/3 today, but it was a hectic 1 1/3. So I don't think you're gonna see him come in tomorrow. But we have our new hero Will Klein available. Actually, the entire bullpen's available tomorrow because it was just Yamamoto to Yamamoto to Wroblewski to Roki.
Robleski's
Glasnow.
rookie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So good.
All right. Well, just wanted to give you guys a report that there are real Cholo tears of happiness over here. Socks are high. Everybody's amped up for Game 7.
Remember, the higher the socks, the downer the foo. Those are the rules.
Yep.
I don't make them.
That's
I
right.
just
Are you-
enforce them.
Are you wearing Nike Cortez though?
Oh, well, he isn't, but I'm sure a lot of people around him are.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Maybe-
Are they
It's 50-50.
high socks and Nike Cortez? Is like that's the look.
And the Discord, we shall remain unnamed because they're all a bunch of haters, is in shambles right now, which I love to see.
Yeah.
I'm going back into like a super loud zone. I can't hear you guys, so I'm gonna take off.
Okay.
All right. Later,
See you guys
man.
tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow.
Later.
Adios.
Enjoy.
All right. Well, yep. Great win. Freaking awesome. I mean, would have loved more runs, but I'm glad the boys held it down. They were able to protect that lead.
They somehow held on. They
Yeah, they held
tried,
on.
They tried their best not to.
Man, it wasn't the best looking win. It really wasn't, but it was a win, and I'll take it.
And
They just need to. Yep, they need to get. They just need to get their shit together for the next one, and they'll be right.
That I gotta say, I don't crap on Kike, but I feel like he's way overhyped by the fans. But that was
Agreed.
brilliantly played to kind of sit back, run in on the ball, knowing it was gonna fall kind of middle outfield to gun into second for the double up. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And Rojas to cover second too, because he was initially running back and then he ran back to second. So kudos to both of them. Well executed. Glasnow's out of it in 2 pitches. I'm very curious to see what the pitching lineup looks like tomorrow for the Dodgers. Maybe it's Otani opens. Because again, you got to remember, if Otani comes in as a reliever, you lose him as a batter.
Yep.
That's the Otani rule. It works both ways. So you have to have him start. And then...
So you have him batting the whole time. Yep.
And you can try to get more innings, right? So even if he only goes 1 or 2 innings, that's 1 or 2 more innings for Glasnow, right?
Yeah.
What a finish.
Oh. Yep. Amazing finish. Great game.
Mm-hmm.
Great win. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest, but you know what? A win's a win, and it's a good one. And it's taking us to Game 7.
Yep.
It's all even now.
Everything's on the table tomorrow for both teams.
Yep, it's all the marbles.
Yep. What a finish! In true Dodgers heart attack style, right?
Yep, full clinch, all the
Julio
way.
did challenge the play. I didn't notice that, but it was overturned because he was out by a mile. Not a mile, but I mean he was clearly out even in real time.
Oof.
I can't wait to see how the Fox crew flip flops.
Oh yeah, they're the best. Honestly, this has been like the best broadcasting crew ever, and I hope
The Fox crew.
that everyone knows
Not the
that's
pregame.
sarcasm.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck, man?
Oh man, that was full sarcasm. They're horrible. Like, how is it that we're getting back from a commercial break mid play? All right, well, one more game tomorrow.
One more game to go, and then we see
Yes,
what
sir.
happens.
Yeah, I have faith. I have faith they'll push through. It'll be a tough one.
Well, whatever happens, I mean, this has been exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be absolutely. It's gonna whatever happens is gonna be a great game.
Yep.
I mean, both teams have played amazing. It's certainly been entertaining as hell, man.
Mhm.
It's definitely not been a boring World Series. Tell you that.
So we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, all we can do is adhere to whatever superstitions we have. You know, wear underwear inside out, eat whatever meal you get to eat for superstition, and just watch the guys play ball, and we sit and wait. I just hope that whatever the outcome tomorrow is not a blowout. I want to see some exciting baseball down to the wire.
Yeah,
Right?
same.
Like if the Dodgers
Let's
win,
have
let's make it exciting. If the Dodgers lose, let's make it exciting either way. I don't want to see
let's
like
have a true battle.
yeah. I don't like seeing someone just come into the final game of elimination and just get hammered. You know, because it's like
No,
that's kind of it feels
like,
anticlimactic,
great.
right? Especially in a game 7.
Totally. It's like especially after all this buildup.
Yeah.
So no, I agree. I hope it's a battle to the end
Yep. But the
because it's been a good series.
Dodgers offense is still
Mm,
kind of like
yeah.
struggling, so it's definitely going to be on the pitching and defense to pick it up. Now there was an error today on Muncy. It didn't directly lead to a run, but it could have, amongst other things. So they definitely need to really tighten up their game if the offense is not
That's
going to
like
show up and
Mookie.
do anything. You know.
That error on Muncy, or was it? I thought Mookie had an error.
No, it was on Muncy, and it went under his glove.
Oh,
And initially,
oh,
it was
okay.
ruled a hit, and I was kind of
Got it.
surprised. I was like, because it wasn't. Usually, you get the error if it's a play that doesn't take extraordinary effort, and you miss it, right? And I was like, that did not take extraordinary effort. It just went right under his glove. He wasn't diving. He wasn't running at his fastest. You know, it was just right there. And
Yeah.
And so they ruled that. They gave the guy. They took the hit away later and gave him an error.
Got it.
Yeah, I knew it was on him because the Mookie one wasn't ruled an error. All of a sudden, an error went up on the scoreboard, and then a hit went away. That's all I know.
Yeah.
If the hit didn't go away, the Mookie one would have scored an error.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Hmm.
what a finish. What a stressful game that was to the end
I
there.
mean, what a stressful game. I mean, what Dodger game isn't stressful, man? What Dodgers playoff game isn't stressful?
I mean, in general, if you don't like suffering through baseball, then you're not a Dodger fan. You know, that's
Yeah,
just Dodger
exactly.
baseball for you.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well, I think
it's all worth it in the end.
I think we'll call it there, and we can cool down. I can finally go pee. My eyeballs are floating. So.
All right, man.
I will see all you
Well,
fantasy
great.
people tomorrow at stream. Will probably start as usual at 4:45. Sounds like Kelly's gonna be able to join us this time, and hopefully my shoulder continues to heal up.
Yeah, man. Hopefully your shoulder feels better, man.
It'll be like a week or so.
Take some leave.
So. Oh, leave, ibuprofen, everything's on the table, just like the Dodgers.
All that.
Yeah.
Full cocktail.
Like what painkillers are you taking? All of them.
All of them.
All of them. All right,
All right,
guys.
everyone.
It's been wild. Have a good night,
Yep.
everybody. Enjoy. Thank you for
Have a
watching.
good night. Take it easy.
If those who are watching remotely, give us a like and subscribe if you get a chance. And we will see everyone tomorrow at 4:45. Thank you very much.
Woo.